this reminds when I worked at the helicopter company, helicopter support. It 1,000,000% reminds me of that. American band. Gone forever. Band. Gone forever. Band. Gone forever. I worked for a major company, a helicopter company. It's called Aftermarket Support for Helicopters. Okay? They're flying around. Things are breaking down. Parts are wearing out. We're a one-stop shop for helicopters. So I was told, we see potential for you. You're better than just working customer support. Revamp the business from ground up. You can map it out and find bottlenecks and find shortcomings and find helicopters so that our company runs more efficiently. Okay? So I busted my ass. I worked my ass off. I did double work, never got paid for it. And you say, oh, it's part of the process, man. It's just part of corporate America. Fuck you. Band. Gone forever. Band. Gone forever. Band. Gone forever. Band. It happened to me. Fuck you. Why don't you listen to me? You don't know shit. It happened to me. So shut the fuck up. Why don't you listen to me? Because no one cares. Gone forever. It happened to me. Fuck you. Why don't you listen to me? You don't know shit. It happened to me. So shut the fuck up. Why don't you listen to me? Cause no one cares. It happened to me. Fuck you. Why don't you listen to me? You don't know shit. It happened to me. Hello. This is Phil Burnell. All right. And just wanted to tell you that I love the podcast. That being said, big ups. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. A.L. Team Insider, the legend, fantastic Mr. Sam, the dentist, Steve to the dead, psychological style host. Get well soon, man. Me or Cat, artistic style host. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, which vest is podcast best?
If there was ever meaningful content, it's being produced right here on That Being Said.
Funny stuff. Funny stuff is happening here. That being said, Sunday show in the fucking house. You know what I'm saying? Now, guys, thanks for saying that, Lefty. Because now, guys, we got a hype show coming at you for, I don't know the reason, but we're just doing it anyway. We're doing it live. We got Taking L's in the house. Both L's. Both their names start with L's. We have the one, the only, Lefty. Hello.
What's going on, boys? Happy to be here. Let's get some tier maker positivity going. You know what I'm saying? Sounds good to me.
Definitely. Hell yeah. Then we also have the smartest detractor in the detractorverse. Some say. A lot of people are saying. Logan. Hello.
Oh, a lot of people. That's so it must be true, right? Happy to be here. Thanks for having us on.
Definitely in the house. Meerkat also here. Come on, hit us with the news. Come on, Meerkat.
What are the news? I don't know.
I don't know.
You're putting me
I
on
really
the
don't
spot
know.
like that. We got no news. The news is that there's no news. But I can also open up Twitter and find an article that I can read and then say I don't know anything about it, like Phil does.
Yep. Apparently, a lot of people are saying this. Apparently, that's the news.
Yeah,
Sounds
that's-
good.
Yeah.
Twitter
No
says
further
this.
questions.
Yes.
Big ups to Danny says, I hope the rumor isn't true. Divorce fund money. There is what rumor are we talking about? Come on, what rumor
What?
is this? Let us know.
Are we back
Mike
on the
says,
divorce
ALT
Yeah.
wagon?
What divorce? Yeah.
No, just because I had to cancel the stream last night, WPIG stream. So there's a lot of speculation going on. Don't worry about it. I took care
yes.
of it. It was
But-
nothing a little ant poison couldn't take care of. You
But
know what I'm saying?
If
No,
it
just
was
kidding.
divorce, wouldn't you stream more? Because now there's no
Yeah.
divorce line.
Exactly. I would have just started the 24-hour stream and just like, all right, guys. No.
Forget
There's no
summer
big
of
deal.
too much ALT. It'd be like lifetime of too much ALT. He'd just
Yes.
be going.
Me and Tevin on all the fucking time. There we go. That'd be hype. But
Yep.
anyways, Vikes in the house says ALT thinks real life is more important than the snort text, not robust. Well, Vikes, that is true, actually. Real life is more important. But anyways, we're back on track now. Enough of this nonsense. Meerkat, where are we starting our journey today, please?
Oh, where do we want to go? Let's just do Twitter. Let's just do some Twitter quick drip clips, and then we can move on to the main event, which is a tier list. So this week
Yes.
he had a bunch of weird rants about gaming. His DSP news segments have been absolutely excruciatingly painful to sit through. But in most cases, it's actually the most interesting thing to happen during the podcast because everything else is just talking about what he did yesterday, talking about what he's going to do today, or talking about stuff he's going to do for the rest of the week. So from yesterday, we had this, of course, this situation, this cope thing, which is, the narrative of coping about why he's not relevant on YouTube anymore.
Real quick,
that-
before we get to
Oh,
that.
let's go.
Yeah. How this stream happened, I thought was funny because we did a poll because we're supposed to play Helldivers too, right? But then for some reason he just decided like, well, maybe let's do Q&A. Let's do a poll, right?
Yep.
And then
Yep.
the poll
last night. Yeah.
the
But no.
winning was playing the game. Oh, here we go. Let's do it right now. Why am I talking about it? Let's play it.
Yeah, we got the clip here. It's only
Yeah.
50 seconds long.
Yeah.
Shout out to Poems
It's
on
very
Twitter.
good.
The poll's very close. The poll is now. Wait a minute. Hold on a second here. We have 2,121 people on stream.
Yeah, needless to say, he was
Uh-huh.
botted again.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's every night now. Every night, not a question now.
But first, I want to ask the Taken L's guys, why do you guys think that he gets botted? And who do you guys think is doing it?
Oh my gosh.
I think he's getting botted by, well, it's probably by a fan. But the thing is, I'm gonna take the Tevin mindset in that everybody that interacts with him now is fucking with him, even if one of his fans, quote unquote, is getting him botted views. He's getting paranoid about the view bots, but he's also saying the view bots are no big deal. He says it here in this clip, I think too. You'll hear it.
Could be Coffee Cook. Ryan's trying to, like, I don't know, boost him in the algorithm or something. Or just put a bunch of bots available to get all the Argentina memberships. Like, it could be a dent countermeasure to I don't know, combat the Argentina memberships.
Ah,
I have no idea.
Membership cannon fodder. That's a good one.
That's interesting,
Membership
yes.
cannon fodder.
I was recently thinking that it could just be a troll who kind of wants Phil to get what Phil wants, right? He wants discoverability, like he was on Twitch, because he constantly bitches about that. And he wants to show up in the algorithm, so having somebody bot him, I guess, is helping him show up to more people. But then those people open up the stream and see it's boring as shit, and then they leave. So I guess that could be a part of it.
I think you know how this new like thing is going on is this like random like dude that's like dropping, it's like Jacob or whatever the fuck, some other dude's like, what's his name, Waffles or something. I know it's not Waffles, Wiffles or
Jordan. Yeah.
Waffins?
Jordan Wiffles. They're doing like $40
Waffums,
at a time, and I think it's legitimate. I think he's like a Keno Casino pay pig, right? That's been confirmed, Waffins or whatever.
Yeah,
I thought.
I think
Yeah,
so.
people have seen him super chatting the Kino guys too. So
So
Yeah.
I think someone is playing up on this paranoia it's causing. So like Waffins, wherever, he has a lot of money, I guess, to throw around. And I think he's enjoying this fact that, hey, Philip is not enjoying this, getting this money. I mean, I'm sure he does. It all goes to Hogan's in the end. But he's kind of like, not like, yeah, look at this $150 day, guys. Great. It's not like that anymore. It's like, all right. Hope I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt here. But, so I think someone in there is adding to the paranoia by just giving these the viewer bots as well to like make paranoia max. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Who knows?
I still think that he hasn't realized that the email from last week about the trolls planning chargebacks was bait. So he's still going with that narrative that that's actually happening. I don't think he found out it was fake.
Yeah. That same fucking email we showed how many weeks ago? Well, there's trolls
last week.
facts. Yeah. It's like, all right, dude. How do view bots?
That's so great because
yeah, go ahead.
The only thing better than Phil getting actual quote unquote support is him thinking that it could go away at any moment. So like every $50 tip, every giant member bomb in the back of his head, in the back of his mind, WWE Champions time, he's gonna be thinking, is this a chargeback? And that's really fucking funny to me, to be honest.
I would just want to note, Piece of Peace stream the other night, there was a $150 tip into Frame Perfect Code Black. It was like $150 immediately beg into Code Black. It was beautiful.
Wow, that's a rare combo.
I think we can actually take a look at that a little bit later. I remember coming across this clip.
Okay.
Let's just finish this one first. So
let's finish this one.
We're back on the poll. And he's going to tell you all about how the trolls ruined it.
And we only have 210 votes. So I find it very, very suspect that with over 2,000 people on stream, right?
Wait, what is this?
We only have 216 votes in the poll. That almost seems to me like a troll just came on here to viewbot and to skew the poll, does it not?
No shit.
I have no. Please explain this. Please explain the logic going on here. So he has 200 votes. If someone did do these viewbots to poll, wouldn't there be more than 200 votes on there? I don't get this at all.
And wouldn't it be more suspicious if all 2,000 viewers voted? I'd find that more suspicious if there were more.
Yeah. And if it was a troll, they would vote for the thing that that DSP wants to do, so then he can subtract the troll votes and do the opposite, which is what actually the trolls want to do.
Yep.
It's an odd logic leap he's making here. So it sounds like it worked perfectly. There's viewbots, they can't vote, but 200 people, and there's 300 people there. 200 people voted, LARPers and all, and that's how the poll went.
Yeah.
But all right.
Literally
Ryan's
said 55.
Gotta fork up the money to pay for the good view bots, not the shitty ones that don't vote.
% for chill stream with Q&A, and then all of a sudden it went whoop the other way, and it gained like over 100 votes. Right?
Yeah.
Whoa,
Isn't that funny?
That's how polls work, man. That's
very, very normal. Stop the count.
Some people voted for one thing, and then a bunch of people voted for the other thing. Like, huh? Yeah, it sounds good to me, honestly.
Cool.
We can literally do whatever you want. I really don't care.
We're telling you what we want, actually, in vote form.
And he ended up doing whatever you want,
but
to do.
Yeah, we could do whatever we want, but we're ignoring the poll, by the way. He always does that. It's really funny.
Is there any other way I can tell you what we want to do? Because we're trying with votes, but you don't care about that. So all right.
He just wants one person in chat to write the correct answer. This is like this is like soulmate.
I don't
like, what do you want to eat? You're like, I want I don't know, Asian food. She's like, I don't fucking want Asian food. It's like you didn't pick the correct answer. It's the same fucking maneuver.
Well, and that actually happened it wasn't in this clip, but I watched it this morning because it happened last night, and he was like, oh, well, Jade says he wants Q&A. I guess we're doing Q&A. So he did look for that one confirmation in chat, and it happened to be Jade. So really great.
It's tough to fight when you got so many LARPers in there. LARPing is at an all-time high right now. It's like we're living good right now with LARPing. So like he is just scanning for someone that he can tell is definitely real. And there's very few. That's why Jade and Derek get all those fucking call outs, because who else you got?
Yes.
There's people like flatheads all over the place.
Anybody that posts anything with any word that has an S in it, you're out of here.
Yes.
Iwamoto in the house says, big ups, glad to catch a live stream. Big ups, Iwamoto. And Baltic Bro says he knows that he got baited with that email, but he can't admit he got baited. He already told the lie. So he has to live with it. So he doesn't let us know that he got baited with that. Maybe you're right.
That's
about that,
right,
bro.
He can't let the trolls win, even though the trolls already won because the bait worked. So,
Yep. I want to bring this clip to you guys' attention. So this week he called his viewers slow. Just straight up just did it in a very shameless
I
fashion.
heard that. Yeah,
Oh,
maybe they're
watch this
slow or
one.
something. Yeah.
Shout out Hate Army for the clip. This one is great.
tip. This person is very skeptical about you guys and what you nominated for the Indies Marathon. You ready? Listen to this.
Uh-oh.
I don't know why folks have picked Lethal Company for your poll. It's not a game you can play solo and have fun. The fun in that game is fucking around with friends and hearing them over comms like Phasmophobia communication. It's a major part of it. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I have nothing. I didn't do it. I didn't nominate the game.
I didn't notice this, but his glasses are riding up super high, aren't they? Look where his glasses are.
Oh yeah.
Look how high they're riding
He's
up.
He's jamming those things into his face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
They're like-
maximum height. yeah, there you go. Lefty's got it. Look how high they are.
His eyelashes are touching the lenses. Like, oh, man.
yeah. I just noticed it. Anyway, I thought not exactly related. But
Also, another thing about those glasses in particular is the way he puts them on. It's like a ritual. It's almost like a king putting on a crown. It's like he has them in front of his face, and it's just like this. Very formal, official putting on glasses segment. But at least, unlike the shades that he has, the black glasses, these ones are not crooked or don't look like it.
Oh yeah, no, they're not crooked. They're just very
True.
high.
Yeah.
His face,
Barely
I just
touching
noticed though, now that we're talking about it, his face is like so swollen from all the alcohol, but it's like thin framed glasses. They're just like so little dainty on his face. I just now noticed that.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. The snort sacks are given extra boost. That's why they're pushed up a little bit. See, the snort sacks
He
are
was
like dead.
majorly bloated this week. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the
Pudding.
paranoia.
Again, this is what happens when you put the power in the hands of the viewers. Is they're going to do what they
Yes.
want to do. You know, similar situation if you remember. For Rageathon, people just kept nominating Street Fighter V. And literally every time people did that, I says, "But you guys understand, I'm not going to rage. It's not that I rage at the game. I don't like it. It's boring." And every time they did that, I would play Street Fighter V in a Rageathon, and I would go on a win streak, kicking everyone's ass, not rage, and then the segment would end, and people were like, "Wow, that sucked."
When did this happen?
Definitely.
When does he not rage while playing Street Fighter? Like,
I was kicking everyone's ass.
Come
I
on.
wasn't getting rage. I was just kicking
Yeah.
everyone's ass.
I'd be like, "Yeah, that's your fault. Why did you nominate it? It doesn't cause me rage. I just don't like the game." Right? So I agree with you. I think what might happen if this is an online only game, and
I'm
it's
sorry you
gonna
picked
be-
it incorrectly. Is basically what he's saying.
Get that ass banned.
it's all about voice communication, which I can't do. Then what's going to happen is I'm going to boot it up.
Why not?
That's a funny clip. Voice communication. I can't do, of course.
Just like the
Plan.
normalization of that is insane. If you just zoom out,
Yeah.
like that is fucking insane.
Yeah.
But anyway, not to derail.
Yes.
Hey, for what?
I would actually recommend zooming out as often as possible because it makes everything
Yeah.
so much funnier when it's like
Uh-huh.
in the context of a normal person, as if you're watching a normal person. Because like with DSP, we're like desensitized to all the goofy stuff unless you like zoom out.
Yeah, definitely because everything he does that we is normal for us, like midstream begs and stuff. Like if you show someone new, like what is he doing here? It's like, yeah, he's just begging. This happens.
Yeah.
This just happens. It's just normal.
Like
This
if
is the-
if any other game streamer did this, it would be a big deal. But for us, it's Sunday. You know.
Yeah.
He has 9,000 people watching, and his Nightbot just did a 4x combo.
Yeah.
This is just the way it is.
That's just we get used to it.
20 minutes trying to fuck around with it, not understand what's going on, and probably just quit out, and that's it. Like it'll be the same as Phasmophobia, which hey, people want to see it. They want to see what they want to
Dude,
see.
Phasmophobia, you
He's
guys
also
remember
admitting
that?
he can't play the game well. So
You guys remember Phasmophobia? Any one of
Yeah.
you watch it on Christmas or Christmas?
Unfortunately, I did.
yes,
I don't remember that.
Dude. So, okay, so he starts playing the game, starts doing the tutorial, which is like walking around in a level and trying out the different gadgets you got. He couldn't figure out how to join a match. Then he did, and they immediately kicked him out. And somebody, literally somebody actually said he's on level 1 because he just started the game. They said you're on level 1, and they
It was
kicked him out of the
great.
group.
Nice.
And,
And he just fucked around in the waiting room a bunch after
Yep.
that happened,
Yep.
which is funny too.
and I think he started a solo match where he forgot to get a flashlight, so he was just walking around in the dark and then quit.
Yeah.
Very
Guys, I
cool.
can't see. I can't see. Yeah, it was really robust.
Yeah. Yep.
Right?
He's just the worst. And these games, like, you're supposed to play them at night with the lights off and like get immersed in the thing. And all he does is lights on, no headphones or
Yeah.
whatever. He's like, it's not even scary, you guys. It's not even scary. Oh my god. And then that's the end of the game. Anyway.
I'm not going to deny them, but if people don't understand at this point what kind of a gamer I am after all this time, I don't even know what else to say. I'm not one of these fucking
What kind of
viral
gamer I am.
Pick
kinda
the
gamer I
content
am.
I want, okay?
multiplayer streamers that just jumps on with other people and fucks around. I make different kinds of content than most people. So
right.
That's
can't
true.
really
So
make
different.
That's
people
literally true.
understand if
Such
they
a
don't get it
unique
by now.
gamer.
I guess they're just, I don't know, they're slow or something.
So
And we do have verified quote unquote slow people in the audience, by the way.
Yes,
That's been
yeah,
verified.
yes.
So
There is
fuck him.
precedent for this, by the way. I don't know if
Yes.
you guys remember when he called all of his fans dense.
Yes.
So
Yes.
the precedent's been set.
I don't know what else to say. You know what kind of content I make. I'm not going to be using a mic. I'm not going to be doing a team of people online. Maybe they just did it on purpose because they think it won't turn out well, which doesn't matter.
Maybe they nominated the game because it's a fun game they want their favorite streamer to play. And then he just calls them slow for nominating him because they like the game. It's like, bro, it's not my fault
Yeah.
you're antisocial. You're not going to talk to anybody and you're not going to play the game the way it's best played. That's your fault.
I definitely think
Also,
it's
you
the
can
troll.
play that
Yeah.
game solo. There are streamers that do it that have amazing solo streams of Lethal Company. Like it's a thing people do.
Yeah.
So
And
I think though in this case it is all trolls affect those polls heavily because it's such an easy thing to do. It takes nothing, right?
Oh,
he
yeah.
should
Like, the
just
easiest
stop
option
doing
of all
them.
time. I know
He should just stop.
right? But he can't.
Just gives him-
Everyone like that has no content really, real style content. All the locals like that. They love polls, dude. We love polls. We
Yeah.
love Q&As. Just give us shit to do because we can't think of anything ourselves.
He also loves polls because it's validation. That's like easy validation. Like, oh, look at how many people voted on this poll, you guys.
Yeah.
Because like they don't get the likes or the viewers or the engagement or whatever. But like DSP specifically is really good about like especially old school Twitter polls that would have like 3 good things, like am I the best streamer alive, the best streamer alive today, or like number 1 North
Yeah.
America 2005, and then they'd get like 900
Yes.
votes. Like, see, I'm the best streamer alive, you guys. Okay, sounds good. Anyway,
Cool.
Yeah. Now I got a brief clip of the Q&A yesterday. So this is a person who's asking him when was the last time he worked out.
Did I ever go to the gym and
Oh,
was in really
well-
good shape? I
boy.
never went to
Okay,
an
well,
actual
just to
gym.
be just for facts purposes, I did do a deep dive on the power walking, and that lasted exactly, I believe, 3 months, where he was talking about power walking, and I believe that's the last time he has said anything about working out in terms of his own
Oh,
stream.
okay.
I don't know what he's gonna say here, but I'm telling you that was the last time he admitted to doing any kind of working out. And remember, working out was walking to the mailbox and coming back. That was the workout. But
yes.
because I always had weights in the house because my dad used to do exercise and weightlifting. So I would just go into my basement when I lived with my parents, and that's where I would work out. And there was a couple years there when I was in my early 20s where I used to work out regularly, and I was pretty buff, but I haven't done it
So
regularly.
20 years ago. 20 years ago.
And I don't know if you want to show me.
buff.
I have the picture that I believe is the closest to when he was buff, and it's not that buff. It's not buff. It's just a normal dude. But
yeah.
I'll just keep playing it. Though. I'll find it. But
Quite
it's
some
just-
time.
It's worth showing. Him.
Yeah, former bodybuilder, by the way.
And that was basically it. That was
That's right.
Yeah.
the answer. And then we got a
I
bunch of
believe his
COVID
dad used to work out though. I believe that. I
Yeah.
believe he's telling the truth about
I
that.
believe his
but-
dad still works out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
His dad's
Dave's
doing
pumping.
stuff.
He's getting those gains. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's doing stuff outside. Seeing the
He
sun
goes
every once in a
fishing.
while.
Like, come
yeah.
on.
His dad was probably like, "All right, son, let me show you how to lift weights," and he did like a couple curls, and then that has now been like Jin retconned into I used to be a bodybuilder somehow. It
Yeah.
took like 8
Yeah.
steps, but now here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had one session with his dad, and it's like, yep, bodybuilding. That's it.
Yep. So this is another clip, him talking about the latest pay pig, and that he's kind of low-key paranoid about it.
Uh-oh.
And I think those segments
let's
happen
go.
so he can kind of prepare himself for a chargeback. So if it happens, then you didn't catch him by surprise. He was expecting it all along.
Rex 420 Red, what
Yeah.
are you talking about? What's going on with the Waffins guy? What is going on with the Waffins guy? How would I know? I don't know what you're talking about.
How would I know?
Waffins
I didn't
guy-
know chat baited him into it. That's way better. That chat baited him into it.
How should I know? Dumb fact.
He's been on
Yeah.
streams, been active in the chat, is positive, and is contributing to streams. What about him? What about him?
So he just lists it
I
off.
don't know
He
what you're
just
talking
listed
about.
off like a 5-point list about this guy, and he's like, "What about this guy? What about this guy? I don't know what's going on with this guy." It's like, come on, Phil.
Okay. The blimp says, I got to say,
And
I
that
like
was
it.
it. But he had
Yes.
separate segments talking about how he's nervous and he hopes this guy is real and the contributions are real. But now it's like, oh, what's up with it? There's nothing wrong with him. But I thought you were nervous about it. Ugh.
Like it will be awesome. I mean, if this balloon bursts at some point, that will bring out some massive paranoia more than we have here. But I just don't think it will. If that guy's a pay pig for another,
Well,
Kino Casino, then
Well, yeah, as if somebody tells him about the connection to Kino Casino, because he must know of Kino Casino, because they troll him by praising him and they troll him by dunking on him. It's really funny. So
Yeah.
yeah, he definitely knows of them. I don't, how
Yes.
much he actually knows. Who knows? But I did send you that picture, Mirka, if you want to show the bodybuilding era Philip. Just the image.
Where
Oh,
to
yes.
send it?
The stuff to show.
Oh,
You tell me the best place to show it.
Yeah.
It's the still image. This is the best like timeline I can find for when he was buff. And sorry about the snitch. This was from the SRK forums.
oh yeah.
And this is confirmed Philip's house as well.
Wow.
A few things we can learn from this picture, though, is if this is his room, which I assume it is, it could be his stepsister's, though. We have Transformers poster, a Black Panther. It looks like just the animal poster. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think he got
And then
that
we have
one like wrong. He misunderstood the idea. But he still wanted
Then
to
we
be a
have
fan of Black Panther.
And we have a dragon poster on the left. That's all we know. But yeah, I think that was when Philip was feeling most buff, I guess. But
Yeah.
Oh.
there you
Sure.
go.
If he says
It's
so,
weird.
Sure.
He looks like a normal human being. Like
At least that,
halfway,
yeah. At least that.
which
yes.
is very odd. And I don't know. I think Logan streamed the other day, going back to like the old videos where he's just camcorder in arcade for like 4 or 5 minutes at a time. It's weird to hear him and see him act and behave like a human around other humans and laugh like a human, talk like a human. It's very unsettling if you're vortex as somebody like me.
I think it's because he had, this is when he still had to interact with people on a daily basis, so it kept him not turning into what he is, It like, when Golem changes over the hundreds of years or whatever in the Mines of Moria, he was still not in the
Yes.
mines yet, so he was still a hobbit at this point, Big ups to Prophet, who says ALT's old. Thank you, Prophet, for that. That's not true. Baltic Bro says, I will bet my testicles that Phil curled a 10-pound dumbbell one time, felt how hard it was, and never touched a weight again. Yep, took care of that. Climb that
lifted weight.
mountain, assholes. Suck it, trolls. He lifted it once and did that.
I mean, he is the master of semantics, so he would be like, therefore, I did lift weights. So what do you want from me? Yeah.
So next up, we have this new segment, I guess. But didn't we show this on Thursday?
Yeah, not that one,
It's very
Mirka. Do the
familiar.
one that says after years of being impersonated. That's where it starts. That tweet. we gotta
Okay,
show.
yeah. Where did I put
Yeah,
that?
that style. It's in the stuff to show. It's
Okay,
worth it.
then I'm gonna.
This is
steal it from
amazing.
there. After years, the fuck? Oh yeah, dude.
It's above the video.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we can actually check out the video itself as well.
Yes. This
So
is
first we got
incredible.
this tweet.
After years of being impersonated, I just applied to be a verified account on Twitter. Let's see the response in the next few days.
Key points I want you to remember here is I just applied. Okay, that's the only thing you have to remember here is I just applied, which means any of us sitting in our chairs right now could also apply to be a verified account. This is when that feature was added to Twitter, way before Elon. You know, it used to be like you're a
Yes.
celebrity and they decide, okay, well, you're Barbara Walters, so you get a verified one. However, this one was when they made it public for everybody. So you just have to apply. If you have a good reason, they'll do it. So watch this. Watch this. I timestamped it. It's incredible.
I can now easily
Oh,
submit
the
those
beanie era. Yes.
25-minute video about this topic the day after he got verified.
Oh, of course. Of
oh,
course.
dude, it's actually 25
Yes.
minutes long. This is insane.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
Unbelievable.
And this whole video is just
Incredible.
called "I'm verified on Twitter." Phil reacts. Actually crazy.
Crystal ball.
You could have just said this on Twitter and been done. That would have been it.
Or just don't say it at all. Yeah, that's also an
Yeah.
option.
You
But not for
say
him.
it best.
meaning that you are the official account of that person. Now, other people
Oh
can
my
still
God,
try to
he loves
impersonate
this.
me, but since I'm verified, I can now easily submit those accounts to Twitter and have them shut down. And the problem
right.
I've always had,
Bro, the one thing he always wants to do in life is take other people down. And he
Yes.
revels in every
Wait,
opportunity to do
his
so.
His biggest motivation, according to what he just said, for getting a blue check mark was so that he could use it against people. That is
That's what he's
such a
trying to do,
DSP
yes.
thing.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Very positive.
is when I had
Yeah.
these impersonation accounts, I
He
would
never
try
hurt anybody in his whole life, guys.
Uh-huh.
Nope.
to submit to Twitter and say, please shut it down. It's hurting my business. And they would say, well, you don't really own the account or anything.
What business?
You know, and
I
you
thought
know,
it was
and
an
verify
entity.
I thought
that
you were
Right.
a sole proprietorship.
it's tied to your identity or whatever. Basically, what they're saying is because you're not verified, we can't do anything about impersonators. We don't care. All right. I always got
Basically,
this-
they're saying that means they didn't say that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means they didn't say that. Got it.
like shove off answer from Twitter year after year after year. Whenever this would happen, I would never get any help from them. So eventually, I did
Listen.
start trying to seek to become verified. Now, you may not realize
Listen to this.
this. Becoming verified on Twitter is one of the hardest fucking things you can do in the online internet industry.
What?
Why? Why though?
So he is. This is what is so amazing, guys. Okay, so I want to make sure you understand how crazy this is. He put out that tweet the day before. I showed you. We showed it. I just applied. He is now pretending that he did not go through the application process and was just given it like Twitter people, like big people on Twitter normally are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you're like, you know,
Oh yeah,
Tom Cru-
because
he-
they
like Tom
used to
Cruise,
just
right?
give them out. Yeah.
yeah. So he's trying to pretend like I'm also that level. Oh, I'm like Tom Cruise. They just gave it to me, but he already tweeted the day before that I applied, and now he's trying to act like it just happened. It's amazing. It is incredible. I did not know this ever
He
existed.
loves to say he loves to say they came to me. How many times has he said they came to me? Teespring came to me. Machinima came to me, which is also not true. But
Yes.
he loves to say they came to him. It's so funny.
It's amazing. He said it's one of the hardest things. I'm sure thousands of people also got verified when they could started to be able to apply.
Well, I also just want to know that verification on Twitter is exactly the kind of like institutional validation that he craves more than
Yeah.
anything. What he was trying to get with the quartering interview, the side scrollers interview, the Mike Klum documentary is to get recognition from just the general normie audience that he is like somebody important and official and business style. And that's what the verification on Twitter gave him. And that's why he felt the need to talk about it for 25 minutes to bring attention to that so people would acknowledge that he is one of the official people.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yes.
I'm not kidding you because there's no set process by which you can do it. There's no one.
Yes,
person
there
you go to.
is!
Yes,
No,
there is.
you just applied. You just applied 24 hours ago.
My mind was blown, dude. He just said like a legitimate 1000% lie from what he tweeted within 24 hours of this going out. I don't understand this.
This
He
is-
tweeted it out.
This is 25 push-ups. I can't move my camera, and then the next day he moves his camera in that exact spot. This is that again.
Yeah.
He does that so much.
Just, I want you guys just keep in mind what this guy thinks is like a lot, like an accomplishment. Like this is somebody that has a green screen in his garage for the last 10 years and refuses to set it up because it's too much work. So applying for applying for verification on Twitter is basically like a PhD thesis and getting his fucking PhD. So, I mean, 25-minute
amazing.
twerk segment justified.
It all depends on who you know, whose foot's in the door where, who's chummy with who. And from what I've seen in my experience,
You click apply on a web form, sir. That's what you did. If you're Tom Cruise, yeah, all right.
He is kind of right about that, because when Elon bought Twitter, they revealed that the whole checkmark situation was a little bit corrupt, to the point where people get paid for it, or some people that shouldn't get it because they know somebody. So he's got he's on the right track.
He's accidentally right.
Yeah,
we'll put it that way.
But
one of
he's
those nuggets of truth. Okay.
The only thing you got to remember, though, he's pretending that he did not push apply on a web form right now. He just not pretending that didn't exist. That's the thing that's crazy.
Yep.
He's also kind of assuming he'll get it at the point this video is recorded, which he may not have.
No, he already did. He did. He made sure he sent out the application. They already said yes. That's why he's saying this.
Oh, so it was a quick turnaround. Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
for
quick
the
turnaround.
context.
Yeah.
the only way to get verified on Twitter easily is number one, if you're known as a big celebrity. If you're a movie star, a musician, a gigantic YouTuber with millions of freaking subs.
I thought you invented playthroughs, dude.
They know who you are by name. Usually someone at Twitter will recognize, and then you can get your account verified. Or if you work for a
major... like 100K, 150K subs?
I thought, guys, he's telling us... Yeah, go ahead, Mirka.
So I thought this was the only way you can do this is by doing this or by doing this other thing. So it's not the only way.
Yeah. He's going through the options of how to get verified. So he's got to say apply on a web form like he did, right? That's got to be coming, right? Let's keep listening. He has to say that one, right? That's what he actually did.
Journalism outlet, okay? I've seen like people who work for major news outlets usually are able to get their accounts verified because that outlet itself would contact Twitter as a business and say, listen, we're here at the Huffington Post. Here's our staff, and we'd really like our staff to be verified so we don't have people impersonating us and saying the Huffington Post is saying stuff that we're not and stuff like that. So I've seen that. I've seen like entire news outlets. That's why you see people from like news outlets like Kotaku and
wasn't he filled with KO Gaming though? Why didn't that happen?
Yeah.
Come on.
Even back in the day, he had panels at conventions. He is technically like a gaming journalist person, technically.
Yeah.
Or
he said he was covering events. He used to say, I'm covering this event. So why didn't that
covering
happen to
new
him?
games?
He said this like a week ago. He said, I'm in the gaming industry as an independent person covering it. So he's still in the gaming industry.
Verified. You're like, this guy has like 5,000 subs or not subs, 5,000 followers. And he's verified.
Look at that
It's
asshole.
usually because they're part of some journalism outlet where all the journalists get verified under the umbrella of it.
Okay.
So the system is functioning as intended. Sounds good.
Here's the third one. This has to be the web form, though, right? This has to be applying online, right? It has to be.
Has to be.
The third situation that I've seen it, if someone pays to get management, professional management, and that manager is internet savvy, there are management companies out there that have the contacts.
Why would you sign with a manager that's not internet savvy? That's their whole job.
Yeah. And I need an internet manager, not internet savvy, though.
Wasn't he a managed partner with Machinima before this? Why wouldn't it have happened in that era?
Not big enough. So we heard the three ways. He kind of left one out, though. The one he actually did. Weird.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Twitter that they submit, and those people
almost
can get
like
verified.
He wants to feel like a special boy.
Uh-huh.
I've seen
what it seems like.
YouTubers who have not nearly as much viewership as me, nowhere near as many subs as me, not even as many followers on Twitter as me, and they're verified on Twitter. And I look at it and I'm like, how am I not verified with all the trolling and the impersonation and the negativity that I've had that's hurt my business on Twitter in the past 5 years? How do I not get verified? But that fucking person did. And it's infuriating
because they applied.
Because you're mid, dude.
They applied earlier.
Bro, imagine
they
this
applied
thing...
and they're not as toxic as you. Like, they're not as toxic as you. It's very simple.
This being so important to you, getting a check mark on Twitter, and then getting it and making a 25 video about how amazing it is. Holy shit.
And, by the way, we can't see him anymore.
He's still complaining about it.
Yeah.
So
I had him on,
dude.
Yeah, he's complaining about getting it. And there were some great comments that are now deleted where he even would respond and then delete. Oddly enough, they're gone now, Meerkat. I had him on the stream. People were saying, actually, it's not one of the hardest things to do on the internet. You apply. And you just like you said on Twitter, you just apply. And he would say, actually, it is one of the most difficult things to do. And then that comment got deleted. they're all going now. Now it's all ball sucking ones. Look,
Awesome job,
Like,
Phil.
oh, awesome
Yeah.
job. You did it.
Yeah.
all the critical ones that said the truth, get that ass out of here. Deleted
Gone.
fast.
Never happened.
Everyone, yep. Anyway, that's it. You got
Is this it
that
for
video-
this
that's
one?
pretty much. I mean, then it's 12 more minutes of this, so you
Yeah.
get the point. That's
That
a
was
classic video.
very good. I forgot
Big ups
about
to-
that.
Yeah. The pasta maker says the prevailing narrative at the time in the Snortex was that he paid for verification. The SOK would joke about it. See, I don't think he had to do that, but this the new apply. He just chose to apply instead of saying he just waited for them to notice him. Right? I'm a big nanny deal. Notice me, Twitter. That didn't happen, and then he applied, and then he just pretended like he didn't apply. It makes sense. God. J Dog says, "Isn't it funny to hear the energy in his voice, even in this Twitter verification video, compared to now? Well, now the only time he has energy now is talking about trolls and trolling activity, right?
Now it's
That's
just like
the
spite
let me mail
driven.
you a spoon
Yes.
rant is the most energetic we've seen him in years. So
Absolutely. And then the hateful slurs when he got kicked off Twitch. That whole segment, it was like somebody
Hateful.
like he was on
he
meth.
he retconned that again the other day.
he did?
When
Oh,
he was
yeah,
playing
he did.
Fallout. He
What'd he say?
he downgraded it from harmful slurs to hate speech. So he downgraded it one more click. I got taken off the partnership program for something like hate speech. I don't know, something like hate speech. It was
They
They
wrong.
wouldn't
wouldn't
if I can
even
find
say.
It was hateful slurs, hateful speech, and now we're down to hate speech. Okay, soon it's going to be
Yeah,
like
he
mildly
said hate
negative.
speech. I'm pretty sure because I was watching Raw Phil at the time, and I said out loud, like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Again, he retconned it again.
It's going to be like
did.
mildly negative utterances in like 5 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think I'll be able
We got to
to
just
find
keep
this
watering
one,
it down further. How far can we possibly water that down? Like, what's it going to be in like 50?
Bad vibes. Yes, Eileen.
but- Bad vibes.
yeah.
Bad vibes. The vibes are bad. That's it. Risque commentary. Yes. Passing references.
Passing I like that one.
Passing references.
Oh yeah, it must be the third one top row Twitch departnering.
This one, no, it was
Like,
during
make it all reach-
it was during the Fallout gameplay. Which
Oh, that's right.
might also
It
be-
was during Fallout. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Well,
Pretty soon.
the biggest.
Okay?
Unless that's where this came from.
And it wasn't like 20 minutes long. It was just like one of those segments where he would just
It was
stay
like 2
idle
or
in
3
the
minutes
game.
where he was like, hate speech.
I'm gonna be petty
Nostalgic
enough and
comments.
actually find it.
You
Nostalgic
could probably
comments.
use the nostalgic
best.
comments.
nostalgic comment. I made
You
some
could probably
nostalgic
use
comments.
you could probably use the Boone timestamps. It'll
Oh,
probably
here it
send
is.
you
Here it
to
is.
there.
Because I
Oh,
remember
bring
I
up
was
Boom.
restreaming this. I could find it on my stream, but I talk over the whole segment, so it was here somewhere. And he was just idle for 5 minutes straight when he was mad about Twitch.
Worst anything I ever did.
He
Even back in
stopped playing to say this.
Yeah, and it starts here somewhere.
the life, and I deal with it, right?
Those are you with it, right?
Fall gout, by the way. You know the rules.
no.
We
Yeah.
got another one.
Uh-huh.
So it's just
All
life,
got
and I
another
deal
one,
with it,
boys.
right? But that's what I mean. Like, why would I want to
Right.
be at a site that's going to treat me like that? So let me get this straight. If I
Does
were
he make money?
a straight white
I don't
guy,
know.
right, making
Ah,
content,
yes.
you would treat me
Oh,
differently. You would treat me
okay.
better. Is that not prejudice? Is that not bigotry? So why would I want to be on your site then? Right?
What?
But this is also the same guy
Okay,
that got
stuttering
suspended
Craig.
multiple
chill
times.
the fuck out.
He got straight up suspended without any like indefinitely suspended. So straight up just banned and then came back multiple times. So yeah, as far as I know, he's been treated more than fairly because they let him come back.
Yeah.
And in the
What does
end,
the
they
white
didn't
thing
even
have to
ban
do
him.
with it? Is he saying because I'm white, they would have? Wait. I'm white, so they didn't treat me well enough. What's the white comment from?
It
Why
all
is he
goes
talking about-
back. It goes back to that lengthy comment that he read. That really sounds like a thing DSP would say, and then he agreed with it. And basically, the whole comment said that Phil, you're not a member of that protected group, and if you were, then
You're not a
everybody.
marginalized group, so
Yes.
Oh, because
Yeah.
he's white. Oh, okay.
Yes.
So he doesn't
I'm
get
American,
preferential treatment.
I'm white. I don't
Mhm.
get it.
There's outright cases of people who are constantly making content way worse than mine, saying and doing
Ah,
things
No.
way worse than anything I ever did, even back in the day. the
Even
shit I
if
used to
that
do.
were true, that doesn't excuse your shitty content, Phil. Like that's kind of our point. Yeah, there's people who do factually point their camcorders at the TV today. I've seen it. I stumbled across one last night. But there's people worse than Phil, but that doesn't mean he's any less shitty. Like, come on now. Come on.
Yeah.
No, it's not about the shitty content. It's about all the shitty things he did, threatening to dox people, doxing people, the actual hateful slurs. I mean, I can't list anymore off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But even those three alone, something may have happened like within those three. Because I think that DSP was here and he had like his like little manager or whatever right above him. Was like protecting him and keeping him unbanned in the partner program or whatever. But maybe like something happened where somebody higher up, like this guy's boss, took notice and he's like, yeah, we have to do something. Like he tied the Dent manager's hands and then he got leaned in and that just hate to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Iwamoto just said, big ups to Iwamoto, says, I can say the N-word because there are worse people out there. Like that's not how it works.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
You see what other people are doing? Okay, I should be able to say the N-word whatever I want. I'm saying it now.
Yeah.
Over a decade
And like,
ago.
let's not forget all the Asian stuff. I mean, that Asian stuff is endless.
yeah.
And the
Oh
black
my
stuff is
God.
endless too. It's both sides. No one's safe. Except white people. I guess he's right about that. Yeah, he's right about that. He didn't make fun of white people enough.
That I don't do anymore.
I don't even know what his white person stereotype would be, because I don't remember him making jokes about, oh, white people, they eat unseasoned food or whatever. I don't know. All his
He would
jokes are
say,
just
like-
about everybody else's stereotype.
Yeah, like he doesn't have much of. Sometimes he would like group Americans into like unhealthy fat people, but like that's it. I think really, you know what I mean? Like what else did
Yeah.
he say about white
It's so
people?
basic,
Ironic.
so surface level. Like, yeah.
Well, that's how everything is. Black person, you like black coffee. That's a joke. That's a joke.
Oh, yeah,
he
that's
said,
right.
guys.
He plays basketball. Yeah,
No,
like
that one.
what's that? Indigo Prophecy. He drinks black coffee and plays basketball. Done. That was
That's my
his full
favorite.
summation of that character.
That is my favorite. Yeah, and he's late for
Yeah.
work. Of course, the black guy's late for work. Am I right, guys? Oh.
He slept in. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really funny. Says the guy who wakes up, rolls out of bed and turns on his stream. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Things that they do today are far worse than what I did back then, but they're okay. But I can't be in the Twitch partner program.
Yeah, sometimes people get away with stuff. And DSP would know because he got away with way more than he should have.
Yes.
And it's just because he's too small to attract people with bigger platforms to actually make fun of him.
Yes.
Unless it's like Turkey Tom or somebody like that.
Right? So how does that make any fucking sense?
It makes a lot of sense. Sir.
So why do I want
Yes,
to be on
it's
that
called
site
business.
where I'm literally being discriminated
If only you had a
against?
business degree.
Which is exactly what it is, but Twitch won't admit that.
I'm gonna
Because again, remember, when you ask
turn
for
up the
explanation-
speed until we reach the point where he just drops the game entirely and just starts ranting. It happens here.
What you're saying you're doing against me. They say we don't have to provide that. Legally, we don't have to. We do
Yeah,
whatever we
he
want.
like
That's what they say.
puts his controller down and stops. It's really funny.
That's such a Karen thing to do. Give me the reason. Who gives a shit? You're out. Give me the reason. I don't give a shit. I'm not giving you the reason. You're out. What's the reason? He wants this reason
And-
email.
He
You're
also
not
admits,
employed by them. You're
I
in their
know.
partnership program, dude.
Yeah.
They're not
And they
your
gave him the
employer. Shut up.
reason.
and even
Yeah,
And they did. Yeah.
They sent him an email, and he read it. He read it on his stream.
Yep.
It was very
Yep.
clear.
and multiple
Send me the
people in his
clips,
chat,
yeah.
they brought up the fact that it says in the terms of service or the partnership agreement that they can terminate at any time and not even have to give you a reason. And he agreed. He agreed,
Yep.
and then kept crying. And
yeah.
then they gave him a reason, and he still wasn't happy.
You must not have business degree, Meerkat. You don't have to read
I don't.
contracts. You don't.
Oh.
You do not have to read those. That's a myth.
Well,
Your
Sure,
He
signature
also
is
thinks that any
meaningless.
artwork.
Yeah.
He also thinks that any artwork posted on the King of Hate forums is legally binding. By the way, as
Oh, yeah, definitely.
amazing WPIG the other day.
way.
Yeah, he said that.
Really,
he
fucking
said that.
funny.
And
Yeah.
that is what caused Be Awesome One to do it. Is because they said, "All right, bitch."
Yeah, Be Awesome.
so
He asked people to test it, and boy, Be Awesome One tested it. So
Yep.
it's actually, I would wish for somebody to build a list of all the times people messed with him when he directly challenged them to do so. Because I'm sure that list is going to be robust as hell.
Cat's
undoxable.
undoxable.
Yeah,
that was
there
a
you
great
go.
one.
Oh, cats and dogs. That's the biggest
Yeah.
one.
Within 8 minutes,
Instantly.
within 8 minutes, they had files on Cat. It was amazing.
I think also
I want to know who
the-
found the fucking base trick. Who found that? How?
that was actually
Anyways.
pretty crazy
Yeah,
find.
that
Yeah.
video is great.
Like, how do you find that? There's nothing. There's nothing related. You know what I'm saying? Like, you searching base tricks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Also,
It's
when
crazy.
when he was reacting to the "This is how you don't play," he technically kind of almost challenged Evil AJ to do something about it, and then Evil AJ took down the actual video. You know, he made it private because he was petty, and that was super
Oh,
funny
yeah.
that he did it. I'm
Yep.
so happy he did it. And then he got copyright strikes. Like DSP got striked by apparently, according to
And he
his
begged
canon,
the trolls to leave him alone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
and he begged. He didn't even beg his
Leave
own
me alone for a
trolls.
year, guys. Yeah.
He was begging the wings trolls.
that was yeah, and he said, "Don't you still want content? You can't make content if my channel is gone.
Yeah.
Please leave me
Yep.
alone." It was so great.
Signature lolcow maneuver.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Cat's ex's name was on the YouTube channel, so that makes sense actually. The Owl Goes
Okay.
Hoot video,
Well,
that's not Cat, guys.
Oh
That's
yeah,
still funny
that's not
though.
her.
Like, who found
No,
that though?
that
That's
was-
kind of
that was
funny.
fake.
Someone watched that and thought, oh, it could be. That's funny too, though.
Yeah.
Hoot.
A lot of
Shout
people
outs to
money
Hoot.
Hoot.
Why did I
Love
leave
Hoot.
YouTube and go back to Twitch in 2017?
Oh, here we go.
Here we
For
go.
those who don't know the history, because we're hanging out and talking today while I do random stuff.
Segment.
Notice
Uh-oh.
this. Notice
Buckle
this.
up, boys.
We're hanging out and talking while I do random stuff in the game. 10 seconds later, we're not even playing the game anymore. We're just having a podcast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Originally I was just a YouTuber and I didn't live stream, but when I started live streaming in 2013, I was doing it on YouTube and people convinced me to go to Twitch.
It blows my mind, you guys, because you guys know for sure, and most of the detractors know for sure, that whenever detractors watch him, restream him, whatever, sometimes they got a game playing in the background. And they manage
Yep.
to listen to the video, comment to what DSP is saying, and play the game at the same time. He can't even play the game and talk about himself at the same time.
Mhm.
Twitch. They said, no, you
And
should go
talk
to
to chat.
And talk
Don't
to
forget
chat.
that.
Fuck chat. Come
Twitch
on.
because
Yeah, he
Yeah, just
struggles
ignore
to
him.
do the bare minimum. Yeah. So
Twitch is the place for live streamers. Like, that's where people go for live streams. And if you're only doing it on YouTube, you're really like limiting your audience. So I was like, okay, well, all right, if we're gonna do that, let's do it. And I did. I went over to Twitch, and I did Twitch for what, like a year or
Tense
two.
ran
I
my
want to
business
say.
for me.
I also
Eventually I
want to
left-
point out he's telling the audience right now that they convinced him to go to Twitch. Twitch was not his choice.
Yeah,
I went
he
to
was
Twitch
kicking and
because you
streaming.
guys asked me to.
And he was
Yeah,
kicking and
yeah.
streaming about starting live streaming. Remember, that was all big fucking ordeal that he didn't want to do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, now
Yeah.
he always says he goes with the time. Like, you know, I don't follow the trends. Yeah, like he does follow the trends, but he does them 5 years late when there's really no option. So he
Yes.
has no choice but to do it, just like direct capture. You know.
Yep.
Twitch, but it was like 2014 or he just went into the wall, by the way. He's gone. I left Twitch around like 2014, 2015. I can't remember exactly when, but I know exactly
Why'd you
why.
leave?
So I was streaming on
Huh?
Twitch, and
Yeah.
I was streaming Assassin's Creed, and the game looked absolutely awful with the bitrate limitations that Twitch made you stream
Oh,
at.
yes.
They had you
it
stream at
looked
such a
awful.
low bitrate that the game looked blurry, like really pixelated and blurry. And
Maybe
I
in the
said to my
preview
audience,
window. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not buying this at all.
No.
The whole bitrate excuse. Because how did
It
everybody
was
else
his
stream
busted
games?
fucking canvas. Yeah, it's his busted fucking canvas settings in OBS, man. It has nothing to do with his bitrate. His canvas has always been fucked up.
Yeah.
you know, this looks awful. I don't see how this is acceptable. And everyone was like, no, everyone else streams at a higher bitrate than you. You're like the one person who
Right.
abides by the rules. Everyone else just does whatever they want. And I was like, you're sure? And they're like, yeah, go ahead, check out so-and-so. And I did. I checked out like 2 or 3
Yeah,
other
that sounds
bigger
like a
streamers
letter
than me,
that
and you can see
OBS
their
would
bitrate
send.
right on
I mean,
their screen.
Twitch would send, right? Everyone just doesn't follow our rules, but you follow rules. Thanks for that. You're awesome, by the way. I'm sure they would say
It
that.
was way higher than what Twitch supposedly allowed. So I said, all right, I'm going to change my bitrate. And I did. I started streaming at a much higher bitrate. All of a sudden, in the middle of my Assassin's Creed playthrough one day, this was, you know, while doing it, a moderator for Twitch comes in and says, oh, we're requiring you now to lower your bitrate. We found out you're streaming higher than the bitrate that we allow. And if you don't do that, we're just going to ban you from the site. And I was like, what? I was like, but right now, there's other people I could find right now who are streaming at a higher
I
What
don't
about
think that's
ism?
how that conversation went. I
No.
don't think that's how that conversation went.
I want to find
think
that
it was,
stream though.
Could you please
Shouldn't we-
can you please lower your bit rate? Like that's probably what it was. So
That's findable, isn't it? I mean, it has to be. It's still up there somewhere.
someone
also
had someone had. I feel
Screenshots,
like
the
Tevin
awesome
was
one.
probably restreaming at that time.
Yeah, I want to
don't
see
know.
that.
But I feel like the only thing you're gonna find is DSP talking about it, and it's basically
Yeah.
this segment again.
Yeah.
Me and you're not saying anything to them. And they said, well, this isn't about them. It's about you. So you have to do what we're saying and comply, or else we're going to ban you. So you want to know what I did? I shut down my stream, and I left, and I started streaming on YouTube again. And I said, you're not going to threaten me. I'm not going to put up with your crap. I'm out of here. So I
What a
streamed on
badass.
YouTube from like 2015, 2016, like up to early
And then
2016.
you
And
went,
late
then
2016,
you went back though.
early 2017, you started to see the writing on the wall that the adpocalypse was coming on YouTube and stuff like that.
You started seeing the
What?
writing on the wall.
No. He says he says about the adpocalypse so much. It happened out of nowhere. It was sudden. Now he's saying, "Oh, writing on the wall."
I saw
Come
the
on,
writing on the
Phil.
wall. He
Oh, that-
flipped out more
Yeah.
than ever. That was the worst year ever with his emergency streams. But he
Yeah,
saw the
that-
writing
okay.
on the wall.
Pig-
I was gonna go
pig
there.
str-
I'm glad you did.
Pigstradamus shit or something. I don't know.
He was frantic at those
And people could-
times.
Convinced
It's like, what do you do when you see
to
the
start
writing on the
streaming on
wall
Twitch.
that your income's about to half? Spend all your money on Supercard, buy a bunch of dumb shit no one
Exactly.
cares about, blow all your
Move-
money, just spend all
Move
of it.
move across country
Yes.
because like you just got your first machinima contract was renegotiated. Better move across the country now while you still can.
Yeah. So for him,
Overcommit to Patreon. Like,
Yes.
yeah, everything.
I guess him seeing the writing on the wall, he just woke up one day and was like, I think PewDiePie is going to be streaming today. And then at some point, he's just going to drop the N-word. And that's going to
Yes.
change everything.
Yeah, because that's what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
again,
Yeah.
and it just so happens it was February 2017 is when the adpocalypse happened on YouTube, so ad revenue plummeted, and I was like,
He felt like a disturbance
I was
in
like,
the
I'm gonna
force.
have to basically.
For,
Yes.
that equivalent for racism, like disturbance in the force of racism, he felt it because he's like the most racist person ever.
1,000
So he can feel
streamers
the
cried
energy.
out all at once. Yeah.
All right, Meerkat. Thanks to Be Awesome One, we do have the logs already in our hands. So I can send it to you
Whoa.
now.
We are
We
so
Oh,
are-
robust.
shit.
We're living in the future, my friends. Here we go. Big
We
ups, Be
have
Awesome
the
One.
receipts.
For many reasons, big ups, Be Awesome One. By the way, true legend in many ways.
do full-time
Here's the
streaming
first
in order to
one.
make a living now. And so people were convincing me, listen, you've got
Oh my
to
god,
go
this is
to
big style, dude.
Twitch because they
Just
now
yeah,
have
zooming
paid
in, I guess.
subscriptions.
Yeah, yeah.
Bits, super chats, or whatever. They're not called super chats over there. They're just bits or whatever. You will make money streaming on Twitch while you will.
Okay, so let's go through them.
Yeah.
Oh
Let's
my
start.
God. Look
Oh.
at this.
Goodness.
Let me
This-
make sure that's the first one.
the first one is
it start.
cropped.
Yeah, who needs to talk to me? Yeah, that's it. That's the top. Who needs to talk
Yep.
to me is the top. Yeah, okay, good.
All right. ALT, can you read this for everybody?
Yep. All right, so I also read what Phil said. Who needs to talk with me? Twitch staff is here. So they have a little special note there when it was Twitch. He says, I do. Please lower your ingested bit rate to no more than 3,500. All right. So you see that very polite request, by the way.
Yeah.
Please lower. And then, give it a little heart. Leave a little smiley face there to kind of lessen the mood. It's just cool. Darkside Phil responds, if I lower it to 3,500, the game will pixelate at 1080p resolution. Sorry, anything above is considered abuse on the system. I recommend moving to 720, 30 FPS for the better frame detail. I can't stream at 720 as I'm recording for YouTube. I can lower to 3,500 if absolutely required, but I guarantee stream quality will plummet. Actually, this game runs at 20 FPS anyway. LOL. Very cordial, Philip. Ray says, sorry, these are the rules. Well, let's see what happens after I lower it, I guess.
Boy, I thought he just went to YouTube. We already have a
Yeah.
sequence break.
He
He's like,
listened carefully
Yeah.
like a very obedient boy and did it. Okay, there we go.
According to him, he's just like, fuck you, I'm going to YouTube then. Fuck
Yeah.
You, Ray,
Yeah.
dumbass. You're
Yeah,
threatening
he,
you.
he makes it sound like later that day he went to YouTube. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So, Ray, who do I contact at Twitch to further discuss this issue? Not gonna leave it at
Who do
this,
I go
as feel-
Karen on?
Yeah.
Who's your
Where,
manager?
where do I send my email? Look at he's going crazy. I feel higher quality streams should be allowed, but I'll comply for now. Hold on, I'll turn off the stream. Contact the broadcast or partnerships team. Okay, do you have that contact info? There's no rant required here. LOL. I'm not angry. I just want to talk to them about it. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Ooh, I like the buddy. That hurt. That wounded him, I'm sure. Ray, no problem. Do you have a contact info for the broadcast team or partnership team? I'll shoot them a message later. Very cordial still. Use the contact info you have from previous Twitch partnership communication. Get fucked.
Okay, that generic partnership email will do. Okay, let's change to 3,500 exactly and see what happens. Well, wait. Maybe I should lower frame rate, but at the same time, when I do that, the YouTube vids look worse.
Bro, who cares
if there
about
are games that
who fucking cares about YouTube on Twitch? Especially if you're working for Twitch. If you're Twitch staff,
I know, they
why
don't
do I
give a
give a
fuck.
fuck
Yeah.
about this motherfucker's shitty ass Let's Plays?
yeah.
The YouTube VODs are the streamers' problem. They need to figure it out. It does not matter. Plus, you absolutely can stream and record in different resolutions, by the way. Lefty and I do it all the time, so fuck him.
Yeah.
If there are games that look amazing, go ahead.
Especially on Twitch, I think 900p used to be a very, very good resolution. There's some of the resolutions that are not the common ones that work very well on Twitch.
So if there are games that look amazing at 1080, 60 FPS, I seriously won't be streaming them if they look like crap. Just saying, it'll be Twitch's loss.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh, threatening.
Ooh.
Twitch's. Oh my god, the CEO of Twitch
This is like
now.
Blip TV. This is like Blip TV all over again. What he's like, I have a massive fan base. Imagine them all leaving Blip TV. And then Blip called his bluff and got rid of them. So
Twitch's CEO now is panicking. We can't lose Darkside Phil. Get back in there, Ray. Don't do this to us, Ray.
Yeah.
Okay, so Darkside Phil. Hold on, let's see. There's one more line, Meerkat.
Oh yeah, in the end it
bring it
was
up,
like,
yeah.
let's see what's gonna happen.
Oh, is that the last one? Let's
Yeah.
see.
Oh, it's like,
There's
that's
one
like
more
a
line.
veiled
He said-
threat.
Well, let's restart and see
Let's
what
see what
happens
happens.
here.
Yeah, let's see what happens there. There we go.
Okay. Amazing.
Oh, and Philip did. Okay, we got to kind of watch this now too.
Do full
All right,
time
Meerkat, sorry,
streaming.
Yeah, what do
We
got?
have to watch this real quick. So this is what happened after that.
Oh
all right?
man.
So this is the stream that went up after that.
Oh dude. Dude, he's on the PC. This
Classic.
is so good.
This is a classic. We are running out of. We gotta
Oh,
keep the tier list going.
I love the old Phil.
Yeah.
Phil at the computer desk back in the day is so funny. Yes. Oh, messy hair computer desk. Let's fucking go.
with the camera physically resting on the table on the desk in front of him and
Yeah.
pointing up. Amazing.
He looks like such a mess. I love it.
With like soft lighting behind him, so he's just a black silhouette. Amazing.
Any
Yeah.
parents out there, don't let your children become streamers. All right, don't. This is what happens.
All right, everyone. Hello. DSP here, looking like a complete bum.
Correct.
Because I was not prepared to do this. I was not planning on doing this. This is an incredibly
okay.
impromptu video with my shitty webcam set up incorrectly, just because I want to explain to
No
everyone
shit.
what's been going on today and what I'm going to attempt to do tomorrow. Okay, so here's the situation, everyone.
Please.
As you guys know, I've been live streaming on Twitch TV for about a year and a half.
Oh
now.
my god, we get the whole
When I
lore.
started live streaming on Twitch TV,
Yeah,
I
go
was
through
using
this.
older equipment, the HD PVR2. I was streaming at
Oh, yeah, please.
720p, 30 frames per second. My computer at that point couldn't even handle anything above that quality. Okay, and oops, hold on, stop streaming here. I just realized I'm still streaming in other places.
Hey, hold on.
So anyway, at that time, I wasn't able to do high quality streaming. I was able
Why
to do mid
pose?
quality, 720p, 30 frames per
Why?
second. I did that for a
With the
good year and a
hair?
half. Then when I moved to Washington State, back in
Greasy
June, I had
hair
a new 3,000
touch. Great.
I wish.
Whoa. Look at that POV. You're the corner demon and you're waking up.
Oh, man. I wish we could just
The
get to
corner
the point
demon
where
is sitting
he,
on his keyboard.
where he misrepresents what the guy on Twitch said. Hold on. Let's see if
Yeah.
it's
I want to
here
hear that.
somewhere.
We saw exactly what that dude said. Very
Correct.
cordial.
device for high quality videos for YouTube, and I go back to my old Elgato capture device to
Oh,
live stream
God.
on Twitch, and that didn't work either. The streams were choppy.
Good Lord, man.
Maybe I can find
Choppy.
it here. If I look up the
Yeah.
word staff.
We need to get OP
Yeah,
because
because
going on
he
these
says
old
he
videos.
he says he paraphrases the chat conversation, and oh boy, does he paraphrase.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. All of a sudden,
Okay.
here's what happened.
All of a sudden,
All of a sudden
a dude
today,
came in my
Uh-huh.
chat.
a member of Twitch TV staff came into my stream and said, you have to stop immediately streaming at that bitrate. It's too high. Go down to 3,500 or
No.
I'm going to terminate your stream and you can't stream anymore.
Nope.
No.
That is
No.
not what he's.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Nope. None of-
Massive X.
They said, please lower your ingested bit rate to no more than 3,500, please. That was it.
He did. He did
Like,
imply
as light a
that
touch as
because he's like.
possible.
He said it was against the rules. He's like,
He said
any more
it-
than that is breaking
Yeah,
the rules.
he said it was considered abuse according
Abuse
to the
on the
TOS
system,
to stream
yes.
higher. But it wasn't a threat. He was just explaining, hey, here's where we stand. Please, can you please do this? He was being as
Yeah.
nice as possible.
Yep.
threatened. And I said, well,
Wait, hold on.
You have to stop immediately.
Oh yeah,
streaming at that
what
bit
did you
rate
say,
too high.
Philip?
You have to immediately. Here's what that guy said.
Stream and said, you have to stop immediately streaming at that bit rate. It's too high. Go down to 3,500, or I'm going to terminate your stream and you can't stream anymore. So basically, I got threatened.
I got threatened, basically.
No.
No,
Yeah.
there was no.
Almost at gunpoint.
I
Yes.
said, well, I guess I'm
Let's see
going to
what you
have to
said.
do what you're asking because you're part of Twitch staff, right? So I did. I comply. And the stream looked like shit.
But that's
The
not
stream
what he
was
said.
pixelated.
No.
It wasn't crisp at all. It did not look good. Okay,
Okay, so all those are
Moving
all those
forward,
are the same thing, sir. You don't
What
need
does
3
this
bullet
look
points for
like?
that. Yo, this
Yeah.
is crisp.
I'm trying to move forward with
Yeah,
technology,
this
not
is
fucking
super crisp.
backward. I spent $3,000 on a fucking PC to be
How'd
able
that
to do
work out for you?
high-quality stuff, not to have to nerf myself because
Nerf.
Twitch TV doesn't support it.
Why is he wearing the headphones? He's not using the headphone mic because it
No,
sounds
this
like
is
shit,
for-
and there's a bunch of background noise. I don't even know why
This
the
is
headphones.
streamer garb.
Ah,
Okay?
Oh yeah, he wants to look like
So
he's working.
what I'm going to
Yeah.
have to do is this. I tried a couple different things. I said, what if I stream at a lower bit rate on Twitch, but I recorded a higher bit rate for YouTube? So my YouTube videos will be full 60 frames per second, gorgeous quality, but
not how it
Twitch will look like
works.
my old streams, how they used
You don't
to.
record at
I
a
can't
bit
do
rate,
that.
idiot.
I tried doing it with my new software OBS. That's the
Well, you
common
can, but you shouldn't, according to Prophet.
broadcasting software everyone uses. Doesn't work. You can't do it in OBS. It just doesn't support it because you can only use the same capture device once. You can't use the same capture device in 2 separate.
No, that's not
versions of
true.
OBS.
That's
I can capture a game like 5 times in one OBS scene.
One
OBS
OBS
doesn't
scene,
give
yeah.
a shit. You can,
Yep.
yeah.
So
Wait,
then I said,
and just so I'm understanding, so he can record at 1080 and stream at 1080 3500,
Yes.
like bitrate. But after it records, it just records 1080 local file on your computer, and then it
Yeah.
sends the stream at the bitrate to Twitch.
Yes.
So the local file is
Yes.
perfect,
yes.
but the stream is just going to
Apparently,
be.
yes.
So. Okay, sounds good. No further questions, Your Honor.
okay, well, what if I used
No
my
notes.
current capture device for high quality videos for YouTube, and I go back to my old Elgato capture device to live stream on Twitch?
okay.
Yeah.
And I think
How about
from
that?
this point on is just rambling, Loki.
It's- yeah,
but
it's
maybe
just
he
rambling. You
cries
get the point.
about something. So let me see here the transcript. Okay, positive and negative news.
To stream at.
Okay.
Now there's
Oh,
positive
yes.
and negative. The positive is what that means is that I can record my videos at
Oh, no,
even
this-
higher
the same
quality than
bullshit.
I've been doing previously. I can actually record my videos. Okay.
Yeah, this is just verbal diarrhea. This is trash.
Yeah, it's the same shit. Go to the outro. See how he finishes this up. What's his plan?
Now, guys.
Oh yeah, because there's always a great summary at the very
In
end of all of
summary,
these videos.
okay.
Yeah.
I think this might be decent.
Hard feelings. I'm just saying that I want to do the best quality video for everyone, and it seems like if they're forcing me to do 1080p 60 frames per second video at 3,500 kilobytes per second for the sake of your
They're not.
website, that's not the best interest of me or my viewer
Okay,
base.
so
Not.
You guys
fuck
want to see
off.
good quality video too, right? That's more important than being on a certain streaming service, right? So
all right.
it is
I don't
what it
know.
is. I
Maybe
think what I'm
being
gonna-
able to make money on the platform where you are the most contributed to
Yeah, I know.
is very important to you. Did you? Because
what I'm
he was
saying.
the most he got the most donations on Twitch ever
Mhm.
in history, and the fact that he would piss that all away because he's this petty shows you why he is where he is. Honestly,
Yeah, we're a few years from the ultimate Twitch, wailing out. But yeah, because of course he would go back to Twitch, as we all know.
Yeah.
yeah.
What we're gonna do is starting tomorrow. We're gonna do a test.
They're
stream.
also not
If you
forcing
go-
him to stream at 1080 60. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah,
He
they-
implied that they're forcing him to do that. They're not. You
No,
resolution he wants.
People say to me, why, Phil has paid subscribers, but he doesn't give them shout outs, he doesn't do that, and he doesn't do this. Yeah, because I'm not a Twitch TV streamer. I didn't grow up on
Okay.
Twitch. I'm
Oh,
That's a bizarre
up on
fucking
Twitch?
excuse.
I didn't grow
Yeah.
up on Twitch. When did that site open? 2010 or 8
12,
or
I
9?
think.
I don't. Yeah, whatever.
he's basically saying like, I do this mostly for the YouTube VODs, but if you want to give me money while I'm on Twitch, go ahead and give me money. But fuck you, Twitch audience. I'm not interactive because
I didn't grow
this
up on
was
Twitch.
because this was around the time he was largely ignoring chat, right? When he was doing these. This was
2014.
That was when he was still trying to pretend he didn't look at chat. I don't look at chat at all. It's just it's a fan service, okay?
So the streams where he would literally just silently collect the bits and ignore chat. So he was slicing it both ways at this time.
It was purely extra money for him. Yes. At minimal cost.
I'm a guy who was.
And then what happened? Then later on, he was making videos about how the YouTube audience was entitled, and they needed to pledge to his Patreon because that's enough of you being entitled.
Yes,
they needed to step up.
You've had it easy for far too long, YouTube viewers.
On YouTube,
that's the source of the. If everybody that watched this video on YouTube gave me $1, all my problems would be over.
$1 a month.
Pledge today.
$1 a month.
Fan service, and I get nothing out of it. So maybe now bringing my stuff over to YouTube,
nothing out of it.
Nothing out of it.
Are you stupid, man?
Wow.
Nothing out of
the
it.
audacity of this man.
Have mutual benefits.
We got to start tier list, Meerkat. We got.
Okay. Let's get to this. We got the full context for this one.
A few shout outs here, and let's get to the tier list. So Copeside Phil in the house says he acts like he left Twitch on his own free will, when really they kicked him out, and if they didn't, he would still be there saying how great Twitch is. Oh, you did everything correct. You said everything correct, Copeside Phil. Nothing wrong.
We're getting that in the future, by the way. When he goes back to Twitch, it's going to be amazing. I love this platform. I grew up on this platform.
YouTube sucks. YouTube is for dinosaurs. YouTube is where all the dying YouTubers are. It's there.
All those dirty trolls.
ES in the house says, next up, he will be banned for using his First Amendment. Yes. Talking about what he'll say. I was banned for using the First Amendment rights. Absolutely. Utterly insane.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Factual side facts says, WB champion spending this week was $1,160. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Tips made this same week. Minus 10%. Okay, so tips minus 10% is $1,183. That's a difference of $23.
Wow.
So WWE champion spending and tips earned this week. That's a difference of $23. Figure it out, people.
So he deserves the chargebacks then. That's fine. Just charge it back. Who cares?
Let's get real. That's the only reason the chargebacks are such a big deal, because he has to do the pulling. We can't stop that. So if they get charged back, whoo, mama.
Yeah.
You can't return Hogan once you pulled him. You know? You can't open the pack.
Can't take it away either. So
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It's his money.
Yeah. Husky says, I played against the guy in MLB The Show last night whose team name was Eat It in big black letters. Couldn't stop laughing. Big ups, boyos. Big ups, Husky. The Eat It team. Shout outs to Eat It.
Eat It.
Eat It. Danny in the house says, I believe his contact that protected him was suspended or fired for SH while he was taken off the partnership. Someone viewed him as inappropriate. Maybe that's true.
Interesting.
That's a deep dive.
If true.
Punished. I got to say this correctly. Punished Lasagna. That's how.
That's right. He said lasagna the other
Punished
day.
Lasagna says the apocalypse was because of content creators like Phil. Pewds was just the final straw that led to the mass exodus of advertisers. I wonder if a lot of people say
that's a good way to look at it,
but we'll never know.
Yeah.
Big ups. That's it, everybody. Let's go. Tier list time. Let's go.
So this tier list this week is about to be about the most prominent DSP gimmicks. Now, what's a DSP gimmick? It's a trick or device intended to attract attention, publicity, or trade. And in his case, more often than not, is something that he expects to directly result in money almost immediately. So we have a real tier list here, an actual genuine tier list that anybody can do by themselves. So I'm going to post the link in chat. If you feel like doing it, just do it and post your results on Twitter. Okay. So here, let's just begin with, I guess, $100 shots. We got $100 shots on the board. Let's go. Who wants to go first? And I guess for each one, we should provide a little bit of context because some people might not be familiar with all of it. And I have clips for them.
Oh, big ups, yeah.
So, ALT, you want to go first on this? Or Logan?
Sure. Go ahead, Logan. You got it, Logan. You got it. You're
so I have a question about why we're choosing these gimmicks, because there can be a number of reasons. The $100 shot is a good example of there being many reasons, which is the $100 shot as an idea is stupid and funny, but also what resulted from the $100 shot gimmick existing was also great, because ultimately on a lot of those $100 shot streams, it'd be like 2 people tipping them or 1 person tipping them $99 and asking, hey Phil, can you just round up? So
Yeah,
I think are we going with the gimmick itself or the outcome of the gimmick? I guess
think,
is my question.
well, that's what the beauty of these tier lists is. You could use your own rating system, my friend. So
Yeah.
how would you rate?
okay,
Like for
okay.
me personally, I think the $100 shots is kind of a low one because
Yep, same.
it's kind of normie.
Me
It's
too.
kind of a normie style gimmick that a lot of streamers do. Most of them aren't alcoholic, I'm assuming. You
Mhm.
know, so that the fact that he is an alcoholic enabling himself is pretty funny, you know. So I would
Yes.
say for me, let's put this at a D. I'm starting at a D. Any objections
Same.
to that?
Yeah,
I do have.
I would agree.
I have an objection, and here's the thing.
Okay, please.
Because with other streamers, I wouldn't care. It's like, give me $100 or about whatever amount of money to take a shot. If somebody does it, fine. But with DSP, it has way more context to it. Because like you said, he used to be a former alcoholic. That shit damn near ruined his life. It was a part of the worst days of his life that he doesn't like talking about or looking back on, reminiscing on, and all that shit. So for him, it's pretty much more degrading and humiliating than when anybody else does it, because it's something that personally affected him. So I would go with at least a C on this one. I'm not cool with a D. I disagree.
Okay.
Oh, Big Ups to Frog
That's a
Machine
good
says-
explanation. It's more meaningful in context as a gimmick with Phil.
Yeah.
Big ups to
I like
Frog
that.
Machine says Ray Kieta was at this time when Philip started the $100 for a shot, did the 100 likes for a shot. So fuck
I've
bubbles,
also done
take a
this.
shot.
Oh yeah, I got like
Yeah.
500 likes and then
Yeah,
died.
yeah.
That was a fun stream.
Big ups.
I could be talked into a C, but it's too like I don't know. It's too normie. Like
I
when
can't
you
go
look at the-
higher than a C. That's a C. Come on.
No,
That's
there's no
high
higher
number.
than a C for sure. But like,
No.
I'm okay with a C.
Okay,
I'm
I think
fine
we
with
stick
it too.
C then. All right, C.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
stick with C then. That
And
could change.
We got a brief clip. Let's play that real fast.
Yeah, please.
This is about him charging his viewers $100 a shot, so you can get some.
Let's go.
in it.
Let me tell you
Now,
something.
I'm not drinking this whole
Thumbnail.
thing. You're out of your mind, okay? I
Oh,
basically
right,
just bought
right.
a
That's
giant
later.
can of tequila just to have for a long time and have margaritas and stuff with my wife. But
Right.
there we go. We got tequila here today. I got my shot.
what are you doing?
Look how happy he is.
So,
Look at my
however,
baby
so
boy.
happy.
understand
And,
something.
and this is why I was
Each
D,
play-
because it's like something that he's gonna do anyway, and he's not lying to you. Like
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, I'm gonna get drunk and you're gonna pay for it. So it's not
Yeah.
as like gouty. Ironically, it's not as gouty as some of the others.
Yeah.
I guess something else that brings in a little more value for me is the reaction whenever he takes a shot. When there's no reaction, it's like he drank
Oh
water.
yeah, it's just like water.
Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
he no sells every single shot. It's so funny.
And he takes his time. He like it's not a quick whoop. He like
He
Yeah.
swishes it around, baby. Yeah, make sure that's
he-
in his mouth, gets all the taste, and it's basically water.
Yeah.
So
And he
Yeah.
still
Cool.
owes us a shot. He still got paid for one extra shot that he didn't take. I
God
still
damn.
remember.
Yeah, he did. That was a Lisa Lou shot, I believe.
good. I'm glad Coffee Cut got scammed.
I'm telling you,
yeah.
man. There's never proof that he wasn't alcoholic. Was that how slowly he takes those? Because when you're deep in it, it is easy. You
Or
don't give
when
a
he
shit.
when he first pops that whale tail open, it just
Yep.
sniffs it and goes, oh, like that is
Yeah.
that is an indication of an alcoholic right there.
Uh-huh.
He basically
Going
he,
back
he
home.
basically came from inhaling that. So
It's like putting on the blanket you had when you're a kid, like enveloping yourself in comfort. Like
Yes.
that's an alcoholic
Oh,
for
yes.
you. And I'm telling you, coming from experience, my friends.
uh-huh.
Oh God.
All right, let's pull out another one from the hat. Let's go with the other one people are mentioning in chat because he still owes us zombie Skittles.
Yes.
Hey.
Zombie Skittles.
Yeah.
All right, so
Allow
let's do
me
lo-
to
let-
explain.
Yeah, you start it. Go ahead.
So at some point in time, I'm just gonna play the clip straight up. At some point,
Yeah.
he did a stream marathon, some kind of gimmick, some kind of weird shit, where he was supposed to eat Skittles, where half of them are normal Skittles and the rest of them taste like bad things, like diaper and snot and poo and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And
He should be used to snot. But Why would he
Exactly.
care about that one?
And he did try and
Something
eat
special
them.
today.
Literal Skittles. He tried to eat them. He ate a couple, and then he said his stomach was gonna hurt, so he just stopped eating it.
Yes.
Even though people
so
paid for him, and he owes like
so
3
just-
Skittles, I think.
A little more context. This is where the vest streak, I believe, had just ended. I believe, and he was on the hunt for new gimmicks. This was a kind of a short era of like 6 months or so, where he was on the hunt for. A lot of the gimmicks we're looking at today happened in this 1 year period because he was looking.
Yes.
He was on the hunt for the next non-organic gimmick, and they came fast and furious at this time, and this was one of them.
I don't know what that was, but this is a Mighty D video.
Why?
Segment.
Muda.
Okay, so Meerkat, where are you putting it?
Where am I putting it? Well, I think first of all, it's a pretty silly thing for a guy like him to do, because it's kind of like, I don't know, who is your audience, bro? I thought it was mature adults.
Mhm.
Also, he still owes us Skittles, which makes it much funnier. Also, he
Yes.
complained when people asked him to keep eating the Skittles that he owes. And we're talking about Skittles, literally Skittles. But at the same time, it's not anything prominent enough to put in the higher tiers, so it's either C or D. It's one of the things that happened that we mentioned, and it's kind of funny.
I vote D.
Yeah,
I forgot about this
Yeah.
completely until I saw it on the Jeremy.
You guys are crazy. I think this is way. Go ahead, Logan. You go first.
I would agree with my my channel partner there. I'd put it at D because it's a thing that some people like, but really it's not that deep. Like, it's funny, but I don't think it's that deep.
I
go
think
with
you
D.
guys are okay. Everyone here, look, we got a lot of dented people in the chat right now too. You guys are forgetting that he ate a zombie Skittle and said his stomach hurt after eating 3 Skittles.
Actually, yeah.
And that was the way he got out of eating more because he was embarrassed by doing this gimmick in general. Guys, he stopped doing it because he said, like, "Oh my god, my stomach hurt. If you ask for Skittles, fuck you. It's hurting my stomach."
I forgot about that. If the gimmick killed the gimmick because it sounds like the gimmick killed itself, that's a C.
And
I'm
he
okay
also
with a
said
C.
that he's not doing it. What was it? He said he ate like 3 of them. He's like, I'm not gonna eat this whole bag. Are you crazy? Because people said more. It's a full-size bag of Skittles. How can you not handle that? You know what I'm saying? He was like, I can't eat all this.
They're meant to be eaten in one sitting. Like, come on.
I think it's a B, but if you guys both say D, then I guess C is where it sits then. But I don't know. I'm strong.
I'm okay leaving it at C.
I'm fine with a C too.
I'll abstain.
Okay.
I don't know enough about this gimmick.
Fine.
All right,
Fine.
is this the final answer? C.
Yes, for now.
Okay,
We can
next
revisit.
one.
Let's go with it.
3 hours.
Yeah,
Let's-
we can revisit.
Let's get spicy here. So here we got, let's pick one that is interesting. One of my favorite
Bounties.
ones.
Just go.
Let's get bounties out of here. Let's do
Okay,
bounties.
let's do bounties.
Let's do
Yeah.
bounties.
So next up we have bounties. Somebody please explain what the hell
S.
is a bounty?
S tier. S.
Okay. So
S tier
Logan, you
for
go
me.
ahead. Explain it then. Give it the context.
So Phil, because this is one that I love. This is one that like got me into the idea of doing detractor content because
Same.
Lefty and I were this was late 2022. Lefty and I were talking at the time. We were lurking. We were lurking, but we were there. And I remember seeing the Call of Duty bounty streams with Easy Money when he made such a big deal with that he got first place or second place. And we have that clip. Meerkat used it. 10, 20, $40 Easy Money. So he that clip came out of it, and every time I listen to that Meerkat song, it always takes me back immediately. And it caused him to actually go into the YouTube editor and trim a stream because people heavily implied, "Hey Phil, this might be against TOS." So you can go back to that particular video that he posted, and there's a whole segment where it just cuts, and there's a whole segment of gameplay just missing. So anything that impacts his content materially and anything that simultaneously gives us a meme that's good enough for a Meerkat to make a song about it, that's going to be S tier for me. That's my argument for S.
That's ambitious.
Ooh.
I'm also going to say S because it inspired the Flight 1651 bit that Logan and I did.
Because
after that, I was like, Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, shortly after that, Lefty and I were in the DMs and we were like, "What's up? We're gonna make stuff. You want to make stuff?" So arguably, this like helped launch our channel in a weird way. So
Are we doing this or what? No, I would say for
are we
me,
doing this? Are we doing?
I was gonna say bounties. What? All right, Mirka, you go. I'm not ready yet.
Okay, well, this is one of the cases where greed was massively strong. Because essentially, bounties were you promise him money for doing something in the game, and he would actively like nag you to give him the money when he does it. And he would do mental gymnastics and try and explain how the gulag kills actually count, and how, oh, I need to make top 5, top 10, whatever. And then he would start actually, like Logan said, 10, 20, 40. Just count the amount of money you owe him with this incredible amount of entitlement. So this is just like a really good look into how Phil operates when it comes to money and greed. So I'm not going to go lower than a B. I might do an A because he low-key kind of said that he was willing to get himself suspended or banned or face some kind of repercussions for doing it. Because he still kept doing it right after he clipped that stream and he removed the section and he renamed them to challenges. So the greed was so strong.
Challenges, that's right.
Incredibly strong greed. So I got to go with an A as my personal. So now we got an S and an A.
I would say A is fair because I like when he says it doesn't affect him, but then he does change his life based on what trolls say. Remember, he did say like, and people are saying like, can you call it bounty? I mean, I don't even care. It doesn't affect anything. But okay, they're challenges now. And then that only lasted like 1 or 2 streams, and then they were out. So like, I think A is a better place. I'm not ready to say C for bounties, but I will say A.
I'm coming down to an A. I think it's an S for me on a personal level because it has personal significance of like making Lefty and I start talking in DMs and like eventually launch a channel. I think it has specific reverence for us, but I'm okay going to an A.
All the A's being spammed in chat have changed my mind. I'm A now.
You guys wanted this.
I've been peer pressured.
Yeah.
All right, so we settled on an A on this one. Okay, let's keep them going like this. Next up is the Magic 8 Ball.
All right, I'm starting this one. I think for me, this is what an S looks like because it's so fucking stupid. Only DSP would ever think of doing something like this. It's already out of favor. No one gives a fuck about it. And only the dentiest of dents would ever take part in this. I think that's an S. I think it's an S.
It's so stupid.
I agree with you, ALT, and that's why I say it's a D.
D for dented.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it proved that the stupidest gimmick worked on the stupidest of dents. I think that's what makes it an S.
You know, I'm looking at chat. I see SD, which makes this an S actually in my, because like only a scam like this. Like if you look at this and you're like, wow, this is total dog shit. But understand how many people paid $8 to ask an 8-ball a question and have some alcoholic read it out to them. How many dents paid for that?
But wasn't even that many though. Like it's still there, but no one cares a shit about it.
It was the same. It was the same 4 people all giving $8. That's what it was. So
okay, how many times has the 8-ball been funded on DSP stream? Like how many times do you estimate? Like 100?
Less than that. Well, way less than that.
Oh yeah.
I'd say 30 at max.
So 30 total times the 8-ball has been asked.
Yeah.
Less than 50. Yes.
Yeah,
100%. Okay. No one gave a shit about it because he answers questions no matter what. I mean, I know it's not 8-ball, but who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
All you have to do is wait till he gets through his podcast too fast, and then just tag him in the chat during Q&A. Like that's what makes it so stupid. There are so many other cheap options you could do to get a question answered or to get like a fortune. You know, so that's why it's an S.
Yeah.
And the Dutch brothers gave him the 8-ball. That's another deep lore there.
That is true.
The Dutch brother. I forgot Dutch about that.
What truly makes this really funny for me is that most other streamers, if they want to do a gimmick like this, they just have a bot in chat that you can just use the command and get the question answered immediately instead of paying $8 for this guy to do it. And here's a clip actually with the 8-ball.
Oh, please.
One of the fun moments of DSP gaming.
You should do tarot readings.
Oh yes.
I saw
Okay, we
Big
got
Ups
the
Miss Kitty.
wizard. Okay.
Oh, this was also when
Got a
he was
question-
watching the Overwatch screen for 2 days. I love this.
Oh yeah, this happened.
For the
When,
8
when
ball.
Overwatch wouldn't load, so he just sat on the screen and took money. This was a
Yep.
great arc.
You'll hate this one. Will DSP die of a gin overdose? First of
Jai?
all, you realize you
Jai?
can't overdose of gin. You would actually die.
Yes,
of.
you can.
Yeah, you can.
Is he gonna say alcohol poisoning?
Oh,
I mean,
Mr. Semantics. Mr. Semantics.
is that where we're going here?
Overdose, idiot. Get debunked and also banned.
You die when your blood alcohol count's too high, dude.
It's like saying you
Like-
can't overdose on drugs. Your heart gives out. I mean, you know.
It's like saying you can't. It's like saying you can't die from a bullet. You know. Really
yeah,
stupid.
you actually it's your heart, your heart, the walls of your heart breaking. But okay,
I guess
Yeah,
technically
exactly.
you could, but at some point here, let me
No,
answer
you
the question first. This is a dumb question, but let's see what the 8 ball
yes,
says.
please.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't heard enough dumb stuff.
Without a doubt. There you go. This is the ultimate troll 8 ball. So this is from Dutch. He sent me a care package with a bunch of stuff
Oh,
in it.
Dutch.
The Nosferatu
That's
figures,
amazing.
this 8 ball,
Nosferatu?
and various other things. He sent me the troll 8 ball. This thing trolls and me and everyone. This is like the monkey's paw 8 ball where you get your way, but not really. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this is going to be a
Oh,
good idea. This will add to the
definitely. Oh,
streams,
that's
and
some
every answer is a bad answer for everyone.
Weird self-awareness.
Like,
Uh-huh.
Jesus
That's
Christ,
really
man.
weird to call it a monkey paw.
Why don't you just wish for more wishes?
Yes.
Yeah. So
yeah. Exactly.
where are we gonna settle the
Meerkat,
magic
settle
8 ball?
this.
This has been probably
It's up to you.
the most controversial one. Oh goddamn.
I think this is the beauty. It's so stupid that it's
Hey.
S, but they're saying so stupid it's D. So it's up to you, Meerkat.
Oh man.
You're the arbiter.
Because both of them are the
Deciding
extremes.
vote.
It's either the highest tier or the lowest tier, and I don't feel strong enough to go in either way. I would say B.
All right.
That's my compromise
there, then.
answer.
B
But it
for
goes
ball.
it
Okay.
goes against what everybody else said. So we got to discuss it more, I guess.
I just think it should be. I
Yeah.
think like how are we rating this shit is the key point. I think it's so like stupid. Only DSP would ever do it. That's why I think it's S. But if you want to
Is
say D,
S for stupid or D for dented?
yes, that's the,
point.
that's the
Yes.
crux. That's how I live my life with those.
I
two.
think S for stupid is a very good way to go on this one.
All right.
We should
I agree.
Put it in S for now, and then if it's up there and it doesn't fit with all the other,
We
Put
can
it in S.
revisit. We can
Then
Good
we'll
revisit.
point.
revisit it.
Good
Yeah,
point. Okay, next up we got a classic. We got the epic moment of the bubble blow.
All right. So can I give context for this real quick?
Absolutely.
please.
Because I recently did this stream about all the stupid gimmicks on WPIG, and Bubble Blow, you'd be surprised to learn, is he accidentally found bubble stuff. He found it somehow. I think it was in the closet or whatever. He found it somewhere, and he was blowing it for no reason, and he was just having fun. It's wild. Watch him. He's just having fun blowing bubbles. He's like, yeah, I just got this. I'll blow a bubble. Hell yeah. And he just blows it for nothing. And he's having fun. And then some dent says, why don't you do 100 bubble blows if you get a tip or something? And then that sends us down the line where it went, where if we get 100 likes, we'll do bubble blow. And that was again, trying to create these gimmicks that are the next vest streak is what he's after.
Yeah.
But he oddly enjoys blowing bubbles. He did at least. Now they're dead to him because he's turned it into his I guess like a form of income. But he legitimately loves blowing bubbles, and it's very odd if you want to see those videos. I would say though, where we're going to start this one, for me, this is again one that only DSP would do. Only DSP fans would pay for this.
Okay, hold
So
on a second.
yeah, please go ahead.
Before you announce your personal rating, let's just watch
Yes.
this clip, and it might influence
Yes.
some people to go in a different direction with their
Okay,
votes.
please.
Okay.
Because this is one of the most iconic moments when the bubble.
Yes, I was gonna bring this up if you did.
Oh yes.
This is all timer for me.
This is the moment. Yes.
By the way, just a second. Look at the chat on the screen. There is just one guy that is called Alexander who says, "At DSP Gaming, 100 likes, bring forth the bubbles." And that's the
Yes.
only guy on this whole screen with like 20 messages
Yes.
that says something about the bubbles. This is very important
And
for
that's
context.
very like in the feeling of the stream, well, a normal stream, right? Having fun, bring forth the bubbles, yeah, like very
Yeah.
funny, not derogatory in any way,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Can't do anything.
I never
Shut the
noticed.
fuck up about the fucking bubbles before I take away the bubbles forever. People being little bitches in the chat. I'm trying to learn how to play a fucking game. Shut the fuck up and act older than 5 fucking years old about the goddamn bubble. You fucking idiot. God damn, how stupid and young can you be to act like that? Shut up.
It's one person.
Now I can't see, now I can't play.
Now I can't play.
Now I
Yeah.
can't do anything. You fucking idiots will shut up.
I'm losing and it's your fault.
Now I can't play.
Oh look, the hottest new fighting game's out.
I never
I'm trying to
noticed.
learn it. It's about fucking bubbles for 45 minutes.
Yeah, I never noticed that either. I assumed there
about
was at
bubbles?
least a few.
That
Talking
makes
about
it so much
bubbles
better.
for 45 minutes. 45 minutes, he said.
Oh,
And now I can't play Street Fighter. That's why I lost. I hope you're happy.
Yeah. Hope you're happy, Alexander. Yeah.
Yeah,
fucking idiots acting like this in the chat. Seriously.
That's your dents, by the way, Dave.
Seriously. I'm supposed to learn a new fighting game. Bubbles, where's the bubbles? Where's the fucking bubble? You take the bubbles and shut them up your fucking ass. How about that?
Oh, of course, against the ass.
Oh,
How
what a
about that? We're not
badass
doing
tough
them
guy.
anymore. Because I can't concentrate. I'm like an adult with a bunch of people screaming for bubbles like little idiots.
Oh, someone just said one person asked for bubbles. Yes, that was one person.
Yeah.
Camellia.
Jesus Christ.
Tell him.
Seriously, I'm just so tired of it now. It's like, now, I don't want to, like, we can't have fun on a stream of Phil's because it's all about fucking bubbles and shit. Shut up.
Kevin.
Seriously, man.
Please
I
don't
just
get rid of
wanna have fun.
bubbles.
I can't.
They are special for me.
Poor Kevin.
Amazing.
Now the bubbles are gone forever.
Look, Mario Heat says it was one person, only Phil. Yep.
I literally
Everyone knows
lost
it.
that match because
Yep.
I can't concentrate because you idiots are
Oh,
fucking making me rage
yes.
about bubbles. The dumbest thing. What idiotic thing to
message,
say.
dude.
Anyway, thank you,
One
Feline
guy.
Kick, for 2 super chats. I'm mad and I want to end on a win, and I can't, as you can see. I really,
Get fucked. All right. Well, as you can see, I would say this is a little bit under 8 ball for me, but definitely an A, I think. In my opinion. What do you guys think?
I promised chat I would shill for S because this is an easy S tier for that last clip. And for the fact that they're actually gone forever now. And you know,
Yeah,
they just like, unceremoniously just got put out to pasture and they just are gone. That's S. Easy S.
Yep.
Yeah, me too. I'd go S just because it gave us that clip, and also I saw a couple people in the chat saying S for scat. So sure.
All right, fine.
For me, I agree with the S is because also I would like to add the bubble guns because he bought 2 bubble guns and then
Yeah, the bubble guns.
yeah, he tried using them and then complained about everything being covered in soap and then just dropped it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I think the
What
main
did he used to call it? Bubble juice. I got bubble
Oh,
juice
yeah.
all over my keyboard, guys.
Bubble.
juice.
I think the main reason why he dropped them is because he realized truly how immature it was, and it was humiliating for him, for people in his chat to be rooting for bubbles, for him to be blowing
Correct.
bubbles, and
Well,
especially when the
I
LARPers did it.
also
Yep.
I also think he's trying to do a lot of Inception on June as June is working on that edit. Notice how he's
Yes.
not blowing the bubbles anymore. He's retconning SRK every 2 or 3 days. I think him toning down the gimmicks as he has and like the goals is him trying to get into June's head to drive the edit. That's my
100%.
current theory.
100% agree. And it's now every goal, like bubbles are below the like level he's okay with doing still, but
Mhm.
everyone above that line, let's call this the dent line. Now, like the vest, the hat, he'll always preface them with silly little thing I do now.
Yes.
It's a silly little thing I do.
Well, I
Silly
guess I'll
little thing.
put on the vest, guys. I guess I'll put it
yeah.
on.
Some
If
people
he
want
does
it. Some
Yeah,
people
if he
like,
does
I don't
it.
know why.
Once,
He hasn't been doing it. These dents have been giving him money, and he's like, "Get scammed, idiots! I'm not putting on a vest too hot in my office."
Oh yeah, the heat. Yeah.
So I promise to do it, except for when I don't feel like doing it. So yeah,
and a quick
Correct.
take on the whole June thing. The thing he's not gonna like is that the script is already finished, and the script is the only thing that matters in that video.
oh yeah,
Because
Yes.
June is going to send that script with a bunch of links to what should be shown in the video so the editors could have the context and to know what to show. So it's all over. He doesn't have to retcon anything. It's over. It's been sealed.
Well, I think he's laying the groundwork for the defense his defense plan when it does come out. Like, I don't even do that shit anymore. I've changed, dude. This documentary is total bullshit. I don't even blow bubbles anymore. So it's just I'm a changed man now. This is old
because
the documentaries. I'm different now
because they still have a few months on the edit. You know, these are longer edits. That's how June works. So he's he's gonna set like a 4-month period that he can theoretically look back on and be like, I don't do that anymore. What the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah, just putting into people's minds that they edit, like SRK edited stuff, like that is 100% for June. There's no other way he'd be saying this shit because he never said it before, and it's been on the internet since it was out.
And he edited other people's posts on his forum. When this guy. What was his name? DJ Runo. So he had a DJ Runo impersonator on the forums claiming that he was going to charge back Phil and reach out to PayPal, whatever. DSP changed the title of the thread to something along the lines of some idiot is trying to slander me and commit crimes against me, something like that. He straight up just changed the name of the guy's thread.
I wonder when did the forums are dead now. When did they go down fully? What month was that? Was that also a June thing? Because he thinks we can't search now. Was that in response to June? I wonder. I wanted to get the timeline on that.
June's been working on this for at least that time. So,
but I'm saying like he might have said like, all right, you know what, this forums they got some bad shit on there. I'm gonna get rid of them. They're not gone because luckily a lot of people have tracked a lot of crazy shit. But it could be a part of that too. You know, I don't want the forums up here because it all makes him looks bad. I mean, every single forum post he ever did made him look bad. But
yeah, and he was writing paragraphs on that site, man. It was essays on essays.
Like people saying like if remember I put on Twitter the one classic one about like if I was a kid and I was watching free YouTube videos, I would recognize the value of that and try to give my hard-earned dollar to that YouTuber.
Oh
amazing. Yeah.
Yep.
It's amazing. Just the craziest shit on those forums. But sadly they're mostly gone. But anyways, let's go.
Anyways, we got another, I guess let's call it a proto gimmick because it never really became a gimmick, but the idea of it existing purely is stupid enough to belong on this list.
Yes.
So next up we have the chair spin. So for people that don't know, the chair spin was Cat's idea that DSP wanted to use as the next big thing after the vest streak. Like we talked about earlier, he was scrambling to find a new idea, so he did chair spins, he did Skittles, he did all this bullshit.
Yep.
I'm going to try and
was
find.
on fire.
This is a Mr. Ludacris video, by the way. Shout out to him.
Trying to get the next vest streak. That's all it was about.
And I'm just going to try and find this.
You were right, LT. This is like shotgun to the face, trying to get all these gimmicks out. Like, do you condense like this one? How about this one?
Oh, yeah.
It's all the same year, by the way. 12-month period about. It was
this
all
is
about that.
spaghetti style. Yeah.
The first week after the vest streak ended, it was scrambling on 150%. He was trying to find every item in his house that he can use to replace the vest.
Is it not working? Did the server crash? Oh shit. Okay, here we go.
So this is what it was supposed to be.
Oh god.
And I think
it's actually
he
worse than it's.
He stopped doing it because it was gonna make him nauseous.
3, 4.
Oh yeah, it's like I'm gonna get too dizzy, guys. I'm not gonna be able to stream.
7.
Yeah.
8,
Okay, this is pretty fucking funny.
9.
What are you doing?
He just let it go. Look at the legs
That's
up.
even funnier.
Oh, yeah, the fake falling.
Also, wait,
Most
hold
cringe
on.
of all time.
Is that the chair from his apartment that he used to do the original DSP inboxes in? I think it is. You know the one I'm talking about, ALT. That
let me
when
see
he's
the-
sitting in the Ghostbusters shirt and those, I think that's the same chair. When the infamous where it looks like he's got onesie pajamas on. I just watched it on stream a few days ago. So
I think you can see him sitting on that chair in that one Christmas video where he's in a bathrobe. Oh, this one.
Yeah, this
Oh no,
classic.
this is an old video. It's just the thumbnail that is like this.
Shit.
But
Oh,
I think that was it. Or maybe this was a chair that was like an in-between chair because he got rid of the love seat at some point, and then he used this, and then this was to something, and then he stopped doing it. So, anyways, what do you guys think about chair spin?
All right. I think it's Lefty's turn to go first this time. Come on.
I'm gonna say probably no lower than a C, but no higher than a B. The only reason is because I'm imagining. So it's Cat's idea, right? So I'm imagining that they're sitting down at like dinner or something, and the few times that they rarely talk, she's like, or he's complaining about the best streak or something. She goes, you know what your fans would really like? What if you just spun around in your chair? I think they'd really like that. And imagining that conversation, what Kat's mental image of her husband is, that elevates it for me. So I'm gonna say B.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I think this is stupid.
I agree.
I think actually,
I agree with B because I agree with B because either way, so either Kat made it up, as he said, or he's lying about Kat making it up, which is also funny.
Yes.
So I'd agree with Lefty that it's B. It's B for me too.
And
this is the classic case. Yeah, go ahead.
As far as I can remember, I think he mentioned it was Kat's idea, and then he did like the little snake laugh, as if to mock her. It's like, oh my god, look at what this bitch thought was a good idea. So that's
what I'm saying. Yeah,
that elevates it for me. Like Lefty said, the whole idea of having that conversation by itself is just funny.
That's what I'm saying. I think because he invented the idea that she made this up because he didn't want to even have like the. His skin is so thin he couldn't even be on the hook for like thinking of this. He said, "Oh, that's Kat's. Kat thought of this one, guys." She's stupid.
Yes,
I can't go lower than a B. I was thinking A myself, but if you all say B, then I'll go there.
All right. Next up, we have.
It's just not up there with bounties for me. Is all.
Yeah.
Is the only reason.
Okay.
No,
we're trying. It's not that it's not funny. We gotta rank them.
Yeah.
And
Fair
so
enough.
one of these has to be dog shit.
Yeah.
No, it's not dog shit.
Next up, we have one of my favorite ones of all time is the Dunslores. Someone please explain. Explain what a Dunslore is.
Okay, so he started to play for summer chill. He played Bassmasters, whatever the fuck, Bassmaster game, because it was on Game Pass, and he thought of the great idea, just out of nowhere, by his own admission, to say, I'm gonna start getting a fishing hat. And I put fishing lures on it, and he acted like it was the best idea of all time. He acted like this was incredible. And it started out with, you can see there, he did have the hat separate, but then he kind of put two and two together and said, this will be a good fishing hat. He even talks to the fishing hat. It didn't work out well. I think he ended up getting 2 or 3 of those, but he would every week, it gave him something to beg for. The fishing hat was a great detractor for a while. That's what I consider it. So I think it's a hard.
I also want to point out that he started calling those streams Sunday Night Bites, which is very, very funny to me.
Sunday Night.
All right, so ALT got an S.
Yes.
And I gotta also go with an S. He's literally dangling lures in front of the camera to make people pay for them, which is priceless. And then months after he stopped doing it, he said, I don't have Dunslores to get people to give me money like other people do. When it's literally it.
Yeah.
He referenced it. I don't do
And
Dunslore.
there's an amazing moment where he doesn't reach the lure goal, and he very slowly and methodically is like, well, I guess I'll put these away, guys.
Yeah.
He gets up and he like very, very defeated look on his face, just puts them away. And he's like, well, I guess we can't have it. It's so fucking funny.
The walk of shame. That's the best.
Yes.
I guess we'll put this away, guys.
And he gets one in a row. One time he does it, and the next time he says like lure streak on the top,
Yeah.
Better start tracking it. Lure streak, boys.
I
didn't get it.
I also have to shout out Ann Leet because Ann Leet's assessment of the situation was so funny. The idea that he went into a Dick's Sporting Goods on his day off, went up to the fishing lure section and said, "Excuse me, sir, I would like your finest lures." That joke never gets old for me.
That
So
was
funny.
awesome. Excuse me, sir. Your finest lures, please.
I would like your finest lures.
Maybe add DSP to the end. That's what I always do.
Yeah. I
What
probably
lures
can't
to
find it, but I
use?
remember there being a clip of it.
1337, not
Oh, yeah,
1377.
No, I'm not gonna get it. Plus, we don't have
it's
all that much time anyway.
I'm with you guys.
No.
S. You guys said it all.
Yeah,
That's S.
Just
has to
slap
be.
it up there.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, up next is a classic. It's still going on. It kind of sucks though. It's the Gunner glasses.
Yep. Same thing. In that same streak of trying to get gimmicks, the Gunner glasses came, and it used to be the order was flipped a little bit. If you remember, it used to be vest was first, then we got glasses, and then he kind of after some time went through them, and they changed the order to Gunner was 50. I would say this is kind of the least. I would keep it right where it is at D. Personally, it's not that hype. It's funny because he always says my eyes are burning, but it's not that funny actually.
It deserves to be on the list, but it does no higher than D because the eyes are burning. They're like, oh man, my eyes are guys. That is funny, so it deserves to be on the list, but it's a D.
I agree with you guys.
Yeah, it's a D.
That's yep. Okay. Next
Sounds
up,
good to me.
the penultimate entry in this is something that was not directly monetized, but was he pushing that? It was the Penne points. Back on Twitch, he had channel points that he called Penne points because, well, I'm gonna find it and allow him to explain because it's a funny explanation as to why they're called Penne points.
Yeah, please tell us about the Penne. Why do you prefer Penne?
Someone in my chat came up with it.
The channel point system works, and of course, for our channel, we're calling it Penne points.
You gotta be kidding me. People are now saying in stream chat,
Big up
the
Snowflake.
whole I prefer a penne because it's easy to eat meme is because penne is how you say penis
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
Spanish.
that's definitely it.
He said he prefers penne pasta, and penne pasta
What is this?
means penis in
Smart
Spanish.
Brunel
He
edit.
likes
Just let it happen.
penis pasta.
Oh, I love it. I'm not complaining. It's just, damn.
He's always making me laugh.
All right. So what do we feel like this?
Funny thing about the Penne, real quick. It's an edited clip. I prefer a Penne. He does say I prefer a Penne and a ravioli. I believe was the second one added, but it's always been edited in our minds now as I prefer a Penne. But he did say 2 types of pasta. I can't remember the second one, but anyways, that's not important.
And he did say they're easy to eat. That is what he
did say they're easy to eat. Yes.
Yeah.
But I believe there was a second pasta in there. But Penne points, I have no real knowledge of Penne points, so I'll throw it to you guys.
It was just
Well,
channel
it's
points,
like-
but shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like you chat and then it redeems
Like-
your channel
it's
points.
like
You have to talk every
Popcoin,
like
but
5
lame.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. And like some streamers that do
Yeah.
channel points for like cool things like block email stuff, but I remember all of his benefits were just dog shit. I mean, because there's nothing that isn't paywalled, and he's always been that way. So it's dog shit, which
Yeah.
What
makes
was
it high rank, honestly.
What was his redeems? That's a good question. A guy with long hair. What was his redeems at that time? Did he have anything? Or was it normal shit like highlight my message and shit like that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the normal, the
Oh,
most
so
basic
nothing?
default template stuff you can have.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not exactly sure
Great.
though. But it was a gimmick.
You get so many benefits, guys.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a deep question. What is the hardest pasta to eat? Good question, DSP Institute. The hardest pasta to eat. Well, penne is easy. We know that. What's the hardest one? Spaghetti?
Rigatoni?
I don't know. Answer in the
rigatoni.
comments below because we don't know it.
Give us in the comments
to-
below.
Yeah,
You
answer
have
in
to
the
put
comments.
3 on the tines of the fork, and you know, it's hard to eat.
Oh, okay.
Angel
Maybe
hair?
that's penne.
It can be.
I don't know.
Spaghetti. All right, anyways, that's stupid. Sorry. I'm
All right.
derailed.
All right, we're not even
Last-
talking about this. I think it's a D.
I think it's a D too. Yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah.
kinda
Yeah,
already-
D.
we got bored of it already
It's
ourselves.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just because we actually had nothing to say about this, I think it's just a D. It's a default D.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not very interesting.
Last one, of course, the most influential gimmick of all time in the history of gimmicks is the vest.
Yep.
It almost changed his life, and it still does. Almost.
Now
So-
the best streak. Yeah, go you go
S.
first. You please.
S.
Yes.
It has to be an S. At least for me, it has to, because it has defined so much of how he operates now. He has never quite shooken the gunk of the vest streak off of him. He talks about it. The LARPers love talking about it. If you want to get him derailed as a LARPer, just talk about the vest streak. And there's
That's
always
true.
a glimmer of hope. I would say every once in a while, he gets a glimmer of hope that there'll be another one. That's why it has to be S for me, because it does still control how he thinks.
Absolutely. I agree with everything you said. And yeah,
There's
it gotta be an S.
Good. The when it ended, the stream of like, I'm gonna leave the stream up and come and talk, and then, like, oh
Yes.
guys, it's about to end. I don't know, and it went on for like 15 minutes. I think the only thing
Yeah.
left of that is the LSB restream of that, but
yeah,
very
that's
very
classic.
salty,
Yeah.
very
That's a
classic.
It's a great restream.
And it kind of like the whole.
When he goes,
yeah.
"Why are you still here? There is no vest streak. It ended." Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great moment.
And
And like Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. You go.
Something that adds a lot of value to this as a gimmick is that it took advantage of his gambler nature to where you don't know, man. This might continue for 500 streams or it might end now. But if it continues, somebody's going to give him money. Somebody's going to show up last minute and he's going to win. So that for a gambler, it must be some kind of a high, especially when you get the money in the end. So it completely brainwashed him for that period of time. It was all about the vest.
And not that
gave
it
us
needs
this
anymore.
vest is a symbol. It gave
That
us
was
so many
after,
good
yeah.
memes. This vest is a symbol to what I can do. Yeah.
I should probably show that clip.
Yeah, show this vest is a symbol. This for me though, I mean, it has to be yes, I know. But personally, this was when I was kind of like watching DSP shit like on the periphery, like, okay, cool, he does some crazy shit. But the vest streak, I just checked out. Like he was like insufferable, right? It was just unwatchable. I didn't watch anything for a while after the vest streak. It's like he always is money buffed. He did beg for it, if it was the end. But for me, it was while it was going on, it wasn't that fun in my memory, right? While it was going on, now it's funny to go back and see all the clips we got out of it. But while it was going on, it was not fun. But
Vest, right? It's a symbol.
Yes.
This vest has become a symbol of people who actually like me and like my content and want to show overwhelming support because they know that the last several months of my life were incredibly over the top stressful through what I was going through with that bankruptcy. They know that the trolls, what they did to me, what they were trying to do to me, and I think in a lot of ways, because the trolls went way too fucking far with what they were doing, it actually polarized the audience. There were some people who were like, I don't really like Phil and his content, but this is going too far, trying to ruin his fucking life.
Yeah.
With the things that these people
I love
do to
those
him.
people.
Yeah,
So many of
he
them
did that.
Now, people are realizing if you just don't like him, that's fine. Don't watch his content. But what's happened is you've now lit a fire under the ass of people who really like my stuff. And they're like, enough is enough. We're going to support Phil. We know it irks those people who hate him when he's successful.
irks.
But wait,
Someone should submit this to DSP Reacts and see what happens.
Because I
Just
thought
submit
he
this
was
clip.
against people giving him money just because it pisses off other people. And now it's become a symbol of that. The vest is a symbol of him getting money because you hate the troll so much.
Yeah.
Yep.
God damn it.
So we have
And-
flip flopped on this many times because during the vest streak, it was like, guys, no, this is not about the. And then now, it's just gone back and forth. It just depends on the day because some days the trolls are seething and coping because you guys are giving me money, and that was the entire intention of it. And then other days it's just because ultra mega positive, buzzword.
Yep. And we also got the phrase withholding tips. So when this when the vest streak almost ended, when it ended, he was just sitting there being like, okay, if you guys are withholding tips, now would be the time. We don't even have time for me to put on the vest, but we can continue the streak, you guys. Come on.
He was really saying, like, I don't know if some people are like waiting to the end of the stream. So in his mind, he was saying like some people were like waiting to the end of the stream to see how much money they had to give to keep the streak going. Very positive interactions,
Which is not untrue, as we found with certain
With the
leaks.
whales,
there are some
with the
people
whales.
who literally were saying to him in Discord, "I'll take the night shift, Phil. You're covered. I'll take it."
Yeah. That's so wild, so fucking wild. So yeah, I think vest streak is the S of the S.
Vest
It's
streak.
kind of like if you have to think of a symbol of all these scams, we probably would choose a vest to show it, right? Vest, what is it called? Vest Streak United as the soccer team.
Yeah.
Vest Scam United. I think that's
scam, yes.
Yeah.
Vest Scam United. I think this is probably the biggest S that we should have personally.
Yes.
But
Now,
Definitely.
Since we're done with this, is there any entry that does not belong in a tier that it's been assigned to? How do you guys feel? Because I'm looking at the Magic 8-Ball compared to everything else in that tier, and I don't think that's an S.
yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
our criteria kind of changed. Of course, it's not just ALT's tier list, so I'm okay with putting the Magic 8-Ball lower. That's for sure. I think it's probably
Move it
I
down
can't
to
go
B.
lower
Move
than
it down to B.
Yeah, B is fine. B is fine.
B.
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah,
that.
that looks better.
It does not hang with those other two. No way.
No.
Yeah, so I guess
Yeah,
this
so
is
we're kind
it.
of going the classics. Yeah, classics and S. Bubble Blow, Dance Lures, and Vest Streak. I think they should all be S. That's fine. We got some honorable mentions we do have to talk about before we get out of here. Just want to bring them up.
Mhm.
Jasper. That cost
Oh,
$2,000.
2KJ.
Yeah,
I
that
don't know if
was
that-
definitely a thing.
That's like a
think-
one-timer though, so that's why we didn't put it up. But it is kind
That's
of
less
one.
of a. That's less less of a gimmick and more of just like a flat out scam. Like he scammed people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a few other. The jeans is one. Farmer Beavis, big ups on that one.
Oh, when he laid
yeah.
the jeans on his chair. Yeah.
Yes, the jeans.
It was a double vest as well.
Double vest was one.
Yeah.
Was a thing. Yes. We also had the Pokemon, naming Pokemon is one. I guess you could count.
Oh yeah, I don't know why
was-
that wasn't added. That was supposed to be on the list. Naming Pokemon. That's an actual gimmick, and it just wow. So
And
what would you
Minecraft
guys
as
say?
well.
It would go.
Minecraft.
I completely forgot about that.
Toilet paper on head. Okay,
naming-
a lot of people are saying toilet paper, right? I can't find the toilet paper on head video. When I did that stream about all these fucking scams, I couldn't find it. Can you get the video of it? Like what caused that to happen?
Does someone have the clip?
Find it. Find
And
it.
wouldn't that just be another hat? I guess. But
Okay, so
Oh,
here
there
we
we go.
got
Perfect.
a James
James the
DeLesser
Lesser, we
video.
don't know how to do any polls with anything.
Okay, so
I
here
can't
it
do
is.
polls. So it's a one-time thing, though. It's a one-time thing, right?
Yeah.
Was this a tier thing?
There you go.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a tier thing. It's just kind of a thing he did because
Was this a for money thing? Or does I think it was just a random thing. That's why I didn't include it. I believe.
About the 27-minute mark. Let's see how long this lasts. Again, they paid $100 for this.
Oh my god! Oh, so it
Oh,
was a
$100
streak.
for this.
He says
It
it
was
you
a-
get
it
paid
was,
for
yeah,
this.
$100.
okay, yeah. So according to James, somebody did pay.
$100 for the toilet paper on the head. Big ups. That's see one-time things we probably shouldn't have on the list. We have too many then. But yeah.
Yeah, if it
Oh, it's so
he does a
embarrassing.
lot of shitty one-off stuff. He does a lot of it.
Yeah, and there was also one where he put a slipper on his head. I think it might even
A
be in
slipper?
this same stream. Yeah, an actual slipper. He just put it on top of his head.
Wow.
Very hype.
Uh,
There we go. We're back to that.
yeah. Oh, we also got guy with two names in chat points out the saucy Sundays. You remember those when he had to get up and go and stir the sauce, and that was supposed to be something you were excited for.
He's not a clown like.
Oh, that's right, guys. I gotta go downstairs. Yeah,
Saucy.
That's right. I forgot
Sundays.
about
I don't
that.
remember that. Nice. Yeah, these single ones are kind of D tier, I believe. I think we could add those, but there's small one-offs. Big shout out to Ira who's
naming Pokemon. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
that
know.
probably should be
Just-
one. I would say that's D though,
That
right? It's
should
not
be
like
one.
wow, but it is
Yeah.
one.
But
Minecraft.
it's
It's
$25.
It's not unexpected. I mean, it's not a surprising scam. So if it was on the list, I'd put it in D. To be honest.
Yeah.
That's also not unique to DSP. Like he's not the only one to ever do that, and it's not like
there's
gouty
Pokemon
enough.
streamers that do that.
Yeah,
It's not
Yeah.
like I see gout on most of these. I don't see gout on, although it is a scam, but
Yes.
it's not gout.
True.
Ira in the house says there's also a free 8-ball command on Nightbot, absolutely, but you don't get money for that one, so
Yes.
Yeah, so
who
that's
wants that? Yona Hall says, please include the latest gimmick. All right, latest gimmick here. Latest scam is, guys, I don't know if the donations are working. I don't see anything. Is something wrong with PayPal? Yes, that kind of counts, doesn't it?
oh, that's been a
Guys,
thing
you
for a
should
while.
too.
Tips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I don't know if the cards are working, guys. I don't know. It just it just don't seem working. Brian.
And then you
said-
have that one.
They are working.
Yeah. Then you have that one contribution that just says testing.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks,
so and so
testing.
tipped in testing. Thank you for testing it. It works.
Yeah. And
Big
all-
ups, yeah, go
most
ahead.
of those segments end with him saying, "Whoa, a bunch of tips just came in." It's like,
Uh-huh.
damn, you were baiting him.
Swaggy Davis Jr. says TBS and Taken L's are bringing 6-star content. Bring up Swaggy Davis Jr. There you go.
Hell yeah.
All right, anything
Thank
we
you,
left
Swaggy.
out? Anything we won't be able to sleep tonight if we leave off of this list in terms of big?
Stock animations are funny because he got banned from Stream Elements. So if you tip, you get a animation.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's. I guess you could consider animations gimmicks in a way.
That is one, yeah. He does like oversell them so much. You guys are gonna love this one. Oh, you believe me, the $100 ones is the best. Actually, you gotta can't believe.
And they
that.
all look like troll art to me. Every time I
Yes.
see one of those Phil face swaps, they all look like fucking troll art, but he unironically shows them.
Yes, and he's very proud of them, and you should want to see them a lot. Pokemon
Music
naming
box?
brought in Jade. Oh, the Pasta Maker says the Pokemon naming
Oh.
brought in Jade. Okay,
Wow,
Jade
epic.
was
Is that
brought in
real
by
lore?
the Pokemon naming. Is that? Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
So we
trust
also
it.
had those Mr. Papavera Minecraft streams when it was I don't remember if DSP got paid to make statues of stuff, but he ended up making statues of Jasper and whatever else. But I think those were paid for. I'm just not exactly certain.
Weren't those associated with Patreon goals versus stream gimmicks?
Well, Patreon is one in itself. Kind
I was
of.
gonna say
You know
that,
what I mean? Because I mean, he did promise the world. He did it in the stupidest way possible. So every month he had to do something new. He couldn't just do like, if we hit this goal, we'll do a Patreon stream, and I don't know what it is, but he had to make people vote. Of course, people vote for the worst one for him. That's just how it operates. They always chose the longest shit games. He didn't finish it most of the time. He also promised Patreon, Project 7, didn't do that. He's went back on so many promises on Patreon. It's just like became the thing. Like he just goes back on his promises on Patreon.
Yeah.
But
Because all that matters for him, and that's been the whole pattern his entire life, all that matters to him is that he promises you enough stuff for you to do what he wants you to do, and then he finds the first ever reason why he shouldn't come through with his side of the deal, and then he just gets what he wants.
Yep. Oh god, there's a lot in here. Look, top tipper gets to pick the car in Forza. There's so many. There's so many.
Yeah, so
really, I missed that one.
People are saying in chat that the Minecraft
we could do another
statues
one
were paid
sometime.
for.
Yep.
Minecraft statues are paid
tip.
for. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Top tip got the
I think
statues.
Top Tip got to name the whatever construction. I think.
Remember, yeah, the DSP Institute. Good point. When he would say, like, all right, well, looks like let's say Joe Smo just did the $20 tip. That's the highest tip of the day. If anyone wants to take that spot.
Oh, that started tipping wars. That's right.
Yeah, trying to get the tipping wars.
Tipping wars for these things. Yeah.
Yes, classic. Anyway,
And apparently, so this kind of ended the whole Minecraft thing with him having a big backlog of stuff that he just didn't want to do, and he just stopped doing it after getting paid for it.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad they got scammed.
I think okay. Don't the whole React channel count as a separate gimmick? Because then you got to become a member to and pay, so you can send him a video for him to react.
Sure. Yes.
I think that counts.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Triple
that counts.
dipping memberships.
Yes.
With 3 channels.
That's right. He's officially triple dipping. Holy shit.
Guys, that's in development stage. Okay, so please don't talk ill of the DSP Throwback channel. It's still in the development stage. Thank you. It's growing in viewership by the day. We're up to 8 days ago. We're getting 99 views now instead of 98. So big ups.
LA Noir is
Throwback
blowing everybody's doors off.
Is it? And I love the edits. No, it's not. The first video, which goes 2 days ago, has less than 1,000. And they all do. How about the premiere?
And they took out a very anti-Semitic comment of that.
Yeah, we played that on Thursday. The Jew joke. The Jew joke took it out. You got a long nose, okay? So
this is very important for me to show because I saw it yesterday and it was actually insane. So we're gonna just for everybody to know, we're about to have a Derek segment. So if you don't want to be a part of that, just leave, please. Stop
if you do want to be a part of that, lube up. Go.
Oh God.
Lube up.
What?
Let's go.
So
lube up or get out. Those are 2 options
for this one.
Yeah.
Here we got Mr. Burnell. The other day, this is from at Queen of Hate on Twitter. So follow that person for high quality Derek coverage. Here we got DSP talking about Derek in chat and defending him and kind of low key explaining why he's defending him. ALT, would you like to read the DSP messages?
Yes. Sure. Okay. So let me get. Hold on. Hang on. It's a little bit. I can't read. It's a little bit too blurry. For
okay, I can do it.
Yeah, it's not big enough
because most people probably wouldn't be able to tell.
Oh, I got it now.
This is good.
The fact that people obsess about a chatter is pretty weird. Perhaps just don't fucking pay attention or ignore that person if you don't like them. It's not rocket science. My haters made him a meme, so now people just can't control their grade school tendencies to make fun of someone. And I'm pretty fucking tired of it. When Derek comes back, if people start talking shit, I'll just mass ban and be done with it. The fact that he's not here and people are still talking about him is pretty telling. If you're obsessed, then you have a problem. He tends to try to get my attention a lot on streams when he's here. And I try to be nice, but I do have to ignore him half the time, or else the entire stream would just be me talking directly to him. And people are so dumb. They just talk about him constantly. You can literally block anyone on a stream, and then you ignore their messages. So the fact that anyone complains or talks about him constantly instead of doing so is baffling.
And there's more.
Oh, you have to be dumb to be bothered by Derek because you're actively choosing to continue to be bothered by him instead of just ignoring or blocking him. And someone says, drama-free people, drama-free. DSP says, yeah, drama-free, except some of you are saying that are the ones that obsess over him. Yeah, it's really
paranoia.
because my haters
I fucking love it.
Yeah, it's really because my haters talk about him a lot. And sadly, a lot of people in here watch that toxic shit content and can't help themselves. And someone says, uh-oh, here we got the ultimatum, the dentimatum. He'll be back from his trip in June, and I swear, the first stream when idiots start talking about him, it's going to be a very quiet stream once they're all blocked. LOL.
I'm
Suck it,
coming
trolls.
for you.
Speaking of
Take
coming,
that L, troll.
this is the last thing I want to show you. This is there's nothing. Everything is safe for work. So
oh God,
there's a
Derek warning.
Please.
Oh
Down from
God.
there.
But
Get
yeah,
down.
yes,
He found the Wi-Fi.
definitely Derek warning on this one. So there's a porn star, I assume, who's called Max Fills, and he asks
that's
in
one of
his
Lefty's
public
favorites.
tweet,
Oh.
"Would you let me fuck your mom like this?" And then he tags the woman that he's fucking apparently in the video. And then Derek responds, "Yes, she's the best mom, the lady he's fucking." And then he says, "Yes, I would," and tags the guy.
Oh,
Dude
well,
straight up going on Twitter telling other people to fuck his own mom. This is insane.
well, at least
Is he
she might
talking
have a
about
fun...
Mrs. Ip or that porn star?
no,
that's
then
the
he
question.
he
I think
separately responds to the question, "Yes, I would," explicitly.
Yes. At least his mom gets a
Ugh.
fun night, though, I think.
Sorry,
There's a
Derek's
positive
mom.
there.
Oh God.
Well, she's not parenting at all, so she needs something to do.
No. Nope. God.
Wow,
Derek.
come on.
And this all I got.
Finish with the wah-wah real quick. That's a good one. Finish with the wah-wahs down there more. Poems
Wow.
Future, Poems Missed right there. Yeah.
This
Hit
one?
that one right there.
Oh,
Bingo.
yeah, this-
just
this
plays
one's
it.
great.
Oh, yeah,
This is
he
the
was
outro.
What the fuck, dude? I can't do shit. Fuck this. Fuck this game. What the fuck, dude? I can't do shit. Fuck.
Look, that is middle
the
schooler. That is elementary schooler. Fuck this game. Oh!
That is on the verge of tears, like voice breaking. I love when he gets like this. When he's just
this
about to
casual?
cry, you can tell.
Oh, I guess casual.
It's all
could be.
casuals now. Yeah.
No,
God,
it
it's
wasn't.
all casuals now.
It's not all casuals now.
Was it?
He did
Was it
play
ranked?
Oh, he played ranked on May 15th. I think that was ranked actually. So.
Okay.
I'll stop.
Still doesn't warrant that, but
All right.
that's after Piece of
It's
Piece
just a
perfected
game,
him, by
dude.
the way. I think
I know.
He perfected him this stream, so
Oh,
definitely the
okay.
salt was flowing.
Nice. All right, my
Salt
friends.
must flow.
What a day it's been. Hope you enjoyed the episode this week. Taking L's, what can we look forward to on your channel? I know you got the Hitman series going. I don't know if that's over or not yet. Great stuff.
Yeah, we've got so we've got collab stuff. We've got another Hitman video coming hopefully next weekend if I can finish the edit. And then Lefty and I are both kind of doing our own separate era examination streams.
Ooh.
I am doing something called the Bygone Era, where I am watching every single video that's still posted on the Dark Side Phil channel from the beginning every Wednesday night.
Wow.
Hold on.
I had Atlas on. Okay.
You're watching.
ahead.
Okay. On the Dark Side Phil channel, you're saying. Okay.
On the Dark Side Phil channel.
Yes.
I'm
okay,
going.
So that
I'm
that still is
sorting
like
oldest
that's hundreds.
and making
That's
a
hundreds.
playlist.
Yes.
I'll be here forever. It'll be detractor content till the end of time, baby. It'll
Oh my
be
god.
very good.
I thought I'm doing every Ask the King, and I'm already like, all right, maybe we're gonna stop this because there's too
and
many.
So I hit up Atlas to be on the very first one because of your streams. Because I was like, listen,
okay.
Atlas, I know you've got experience diving into the really old shit, so you don't want to come on. And he was like, hell yeah, brother. So
Holy
that one's already
shit.
up. It's from last Wednesday. And then every
Nice.
Wednesday night, I'll just be enduring that stuff. And then Lefty's got his own left-handed series going on. Lefty, what do you got going on? You got your modern era stuff, right?
Yeah, so it's kind of like when TBS started, we started like the new troll generation kind of took over. We started calling him out on a lot of the shit he used to do that was like really disgusting mask off begging. But there's like basically up to TBS back to like 2018-ish. There's a lot of just insane streams that just got lost in the sauce. So I'm picking those at random and just reviewing them, and they're very, very funny. and I've already done 3 episodes on that. The 4th one should be coming soon, TM. But I'm currently playing War Thunder and addicted to that over on my other channel. So I've been doing that instead because I want to. So I'll be doing that next episode on DSP soonish. So yeah, get hyped for that. And that's it.
Iwamoto in the house says amazing streams as usual. Young Gout in the house. So I know I had to cancel the stream last night. I might do tonight though. Okay, I might do the react tonight of DSP Throwback Dark Souls 1. We'll see though. No promises, but I might. All right.
Speaking of stream gimmicks,
Meerkat, take us home, please, sir.
Yeah, really.
All right, we're going home today, my children. You have deserved yourself an outro because last week,
Yes.
LT, did you see the outro last week? Do you know what
believe
happened?
I had to go. No, what happened?
Well, I slandered you a lot.
The raccoon eyes. I love that outro. That was great.
Oh, people told me you slandered me.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't want
had
to
a
see it. I don't
slander
want to cry. I don't want to cry.
I
I'm not
went
gonna
real
watch it.
hard, man. You're not going to be able to
Thank you.
handle it.
You
Please
did.
always go. Please always
Hard
go
as
hard
fuck.
with me.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. Got him.
Okay. Okay, guys, get out of here. I got an outro to do. See you, everybody.
Yes.
Thanks for watching this
bye,
episode.
everybody.
Bye.
All right.
Go check out
Thank
the
you, everybody.
L's.
Bye.
This one goes out to the one and only, the big cat, the fat cat. Big ups. I first saw you in Burger King. You took 2 seats 'cause that ass is way too big. Had a boyfriend, I realized, but you told him lies with your raccoon eyes. The DoorDash is here. Wipe away your tears. Got you extra fries, and they taste just right. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Take you power walking on the beach, feasting on some sushi like you were the queen. Let me run some errands while you sleep. I can watch you play Skyrim all day this week. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes.
In reality, like I tell you guys, every day when I wake up, that's the best day of my life. I feel like this next day is awesome. I have a beautiful wife who I love so much. She loves me, and a family, Jasper, and you know the things we get to do together. You know, I definitely want more time with them and more family time. But I absolutely love my life today compared to how it used to be. Seriously, all those years back then, you'd be like, it's a whirlwind of crap. It was me. And by the way, I've told you guys about my past. I used to drink way too much. I would be drinking constantly, all the time, because I was so stressed out. Honestly, when I started with this whole thing, I was depressed many years ago, a decade ago. I didn't like my life or anything. And basically, liquor was the way to kind of get through that. It was, oh, I hate my life. I hate who I am. So let me just drink it all away and just keep pumping out fucking YouTube videos. I don't have to do that shit anymore. You know, like I'm happy with who I am.